Hello, everybody, and welcome to the exciting or trepidatious meeting of the Saturday group. This is the Canadian episode where our single American player, not including myself, of course, because I'm not a real player. Let's be real here. Paradigm is not going to be with us today. The military gave him his orders, and unfortunately, he has to obey them or get fired.
Do you want to know more?
Here's his televised execution. Okay. Starship Troopers, maybe not the most PG rated. What do you call it? Reference material? I like it. I like the movie. It was a good movie. I saw it when I was a kid. I got traumatized when, like, the airlock doors, like, crushed the woman in half. I was like 7 at the time, and she's like, "Kiss me, Johnny." I'm like, can we change my name? Can we not be Johnny anymore? Can I go by, like, John or something? Fuck. Now that my trauma's out in the air, guys, how are you doing?
Good. I got to do stuff with eels this week. It was fun.
Eels? Like,
yeah.
Electrical?
Like, I went to... No, like little baby, not electric eels. I went to a river and I counted them for my job.
Why? Wait, what? What do you do?
I work at a conservation organization, so we were going and doing like a survey of these baby eels to see how many there are. Oh, I asked them like, "Oh, how's the river?"
Yeah.
John, what you should know about Canada is that there is no research project too stupid or too useless that we will not fund.
Oh, shit.
That is not even in the top 100.
It's all right. One of my chums from high school is a mosquito expert in the city. He's like the resident mosquito guy. So all he does is he just goes to places to check for West Nile and to see if the mosquitoes there have West Nile. And recently, his wife has bought chickens, which he is raising as sentinel chickens. And if you don't know what sentinel chickens are, they're chickens that you place just out in a box on their own, and then mosquitoes go in and bite them. And then you test those chickens for West Nile, because chickens can't get sick from it. Like, we get sick because it's West Nile, but that's what he does. Like, this is all he does, and I'm just enthralled by it.
Wild.
JC, what are you doing?
I got a big project coming up for my course.
Yeah.
Been making my own blog page from scratch.
Oh, wow.
Fun.
You want to link it?
No. It's not even half built.
All right. Well, I know
you can log in, but you can't post.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Fucking Temmer! You put the Canadian leaf in your camera! Temmer, nice. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing good, good. I just got my shot, my COVID shot, and I'm feeling... No, I'm feeling good. Perfect.
Okay.
No, not a problem. Not a problem. Great. Good. Everyone should do it.
This is true. I don't know why I still haven't done it. Devin K is in... Devin, why are you in the Roll20 game, Devin? What the fuck? Get out of here. Quit looking at Igor. We're playing. Well then, who wants to do the quick recap now that Paradigm's not here?
I guess I can go. So we left off when we were about to land our craft, supplied to us by Smitty of the Tyrant's Court. Unfortunately, it was a very poorly built craft, very unreliable. It ended up upside down through no fault of the pilot. The balloon popped because of poor maintenance, and we crashed. Thankfully, nobody was hurt. We jumped out. Some of us parachuted. Others had the feather fall spell, which they neglected to use on the pilot. And then we got separated, so we had to get back together at the wreck site. We decided to sleep a night. A monster came at night while we were buried in a hole, and monster heard us for some reason. So we left and thanks to Antrois, who levitated it up in the air, we were able to kill it rather easily.
Yeah.
And I think that's where we're at. We're trying to decide, are we going to sleep here for another night or move on and maybe take a nap before our target?
Well, your short rest never even completed, so it was rudely interrupted by this monster attack. As John looks up, what day is it? You guys, you fight the leech on the early night, beyond midnight, so it's technically Monday. It is technically the 22nd of Spring Swirling, also known as Fantasy February. And John looks for his pen to mark off this day properly. Where'd it go? Yeah. There it is. To set the scene a little bit better, you are staring at a dead, writhing, wriggling giant leech. It is nearly 30 feet long. Well, I suppose the leech part itself is like 20 feet long, and then the weird, gangly, almost humanoid that is like sticking out of its teeth mouth belt gives it the extra additional length, making this a rather scary, rather large monster.
It's not wearing any stuff, right?
No, it's naked.
So no, like, armored bracers, shields?
Nope. Just got its
10
weird
packs of
arms.
rations.
Do you think we could eat it, maybe?
I don't know if I would try the leech. It's very... if it was escargot, maybe, but leech, I don't know.
What's the difference? Leech, what, escargot, snail, what? I don't know. What's the difference?
Escargot has a nice crunchy shell, and it gives you a little bit to chew on, but...
You eat the shell?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure you definitely don't eat the shell.
Well, what else is the difference between a leech
Coraline is
and a
the
snail?
person who, like, eats the soda can after she's done drinking it. Just, like, eats the plastic wrap around her sandwich just for that extra bit of texture. I mean, she is a sea animal.
Of course we eat the shell. How else will we get the strength for our bones?
You know what? Fair enough.
I
You clearly-
personally try not to eat things with humanoid things attached to them. Like, that's my rule, hard rule, you know? I draw the
fair.
line.
Yeah, that's fair. I think you guys probably know more about food than I do, so I'll leave that to you.
So what now? Should we move on in case this thing has friends? Or...
You guys are talking casually. Paradigm had said last time that he was just gonna leave, and I don't know what he meant by that. But Paradigm, for whatever reason, is becoming more and more sullen. And, maybe it's because nobody listens to him. Maybe it's because, he just had to kill, in addition with you all, this fucking creature that he probably didn't imagine he'd be fighting. And speaking of that creature, although the top half lays dead, you all, in a clear moment of horror, realize that the leech part is still alive, for it detaches itself from the torso, the fangly fangs that... Oh, God. Just embedding itself all around the circumference of this creature's waistline, just eject, and black reddish blood begins to just spill out. Those with dark vision feel horrified, I assume. Who has dark vision? We've got a
I do.
half orc and a sea elf or something. Antoine, is it pitch black? Does anyone have a light source out right now?
I have the light cantrip if anyone wants me to use it.
Oh, you had it
somebody
actually.
did
You set
use
it.
that.
Yeah, you
Oh,
did
I
set
did
your
put it
light
on a
cantrip, yeah.
dagger. Yeah, I did
All
put
right,
it on
then
a dagger.
all of you get to just watch this horror in clear light and definition as the humanoid half and the leech split off, and the leech begins moving rather sluggishly, but away from you When I say sluggishly, I mean like 5 feet around. It is not fast in any sense of the word, and it is not coming towards you either.
Should we kill it?
We definitely should kill it. Like, firebolt. I send a firebolt.
Yeah, make an attack roll. It's prone. Do it at advantage. Because it's a worm.
I'm not near it, by the way. I'm not, like, near spray.
Of course. You guys ran, like, 60 feet away from this fucking thing.
Awesome.
I don't think anyone's close to this at all. Otherwise, many of you would be dead. A 19... a double 19 will surely hit this creature, making it deal 5 damage. Where's my thingies? My good old spiral notebook, where I keep my custom monsters hidden away from the world in case my account gets hacked by Devin. He just guesses my password. 1, 2,
specific.
3.
I've got an Eldritch Blast ready if that didn't kill it.
Sure as shit did not, no. This thing
Okay,
has way
I'll
more
shoot
than
it.
5 hit points. Although it's fire, so it does take double damage from that. Eldritch Blast strikes true. Rogue with no weapons, you want to run up and charge this thing to maintain your range?
No, I was using Elga's light crossbow.
Right, you got my crossbow.
Oh, okay. You want
I
to
will
shoot
fire as soon as I add it to my inventory. I'll just shoot,
Corleone?
I'll just use
No
a dagger, and
worries.
it's
10,
it's
18.
a little
Don't worry
pretty
about
close
it.
to same damage.
It's fine.
So 7.
The sneak attack does not go off, but the 7 does. Yeah. All right. Cool. It's still moving
it
around,
dead?
but you guys
Okay.
can do this basically forever until it stops moving.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
That's the
4.
plan.
All right. Just keep rolling dice. I'll tell you when it dies.
Okay.
5. All right. So
Certainly.
Yep. Keep them coming. All right. Cool. 1 on the leech.
I'm gonna let them take care of it. I'm gonna keep an eye out in case something else is coming,
Yeah. Okay.
especially in the direction where the leech is running away from. In case
Wow,
that's
how
why it's
much
leaving.
No,
How much
that does
HP?
it. That last
Okay.
firebolt did it.
Okay.
This must look so funny, just 2 people whipping spells at this weird thing on the ground.
I mean, it's literally like the same, like, somatic and, like, what's your word of power, guys, as you begin casting your cantrip of minimal effects? What does it look
I
like?
think Helga just goes, boom!
That's the buzzword? When
That's what she came up with.
When she was in her essence manipulation class, she's
Yeah.
like, all right, kids, now everybody needs to figure out a power word to summon and materialize, and you're just like, boom! All right.
Yeah.
What about you, Antoine? Is it some, well, what is it, Antoine? What does your firebolt make? What noise do you make when you cast it?
About, I wish I still had my quarterstaff.
What?
A longer one, but you know.
So when you cast firebolt, you're just like, man, I wish I had a quarterstaff. Man, I wish I had a quarterstaff.
Exactly.
A longer quarter. All right.
I wish I had it back. It's in cinders in the wreckage.
In the wreckage, rip. Well, it's with the magical bombardment that it suffers. Each one of your strikes hitting it true, it begins to dissipate. Chunks of it pop off with every eldritch blast. Just these orbs of flesh just coming out, making a weird, sickening noise, and then dissipating into particles. These weird, void-colored particles. The fire sears it, and as you sear it, the flesh, once undulating, begins to shrivel and die. It is not a pretty affair killing this giant worm, but you do so. And with that, I guess we can go around the table and let's get a quick check-in on some characters. Just internally monologuing. We'll start with Helga, and then go Coraline and Anchois. Helga, what the fuck? What is this shit?
Helga's just sitting there like, damn, I could have, like, actually studied and been a doctor. What am I doing here?
That's it?
Yeah, and I think she's just like, I regret this a little bit. Also, she's like, I thought I was signing up for a spy group, and she's just very confused.
Mm-hmm. Coraline, you're watching your magical casters be magical casters.
I mean, it feels pretty good to let the others do some work for me.
Mm-hmm.
And, but Coralie's mostly thinking, how am I going to get back with the flyer smashed up? And how strongly a worded letter am I going to send to Smitty's boss?
So you're just like all about the future. You don't even give a shit that you just fought a psychic worm-human hybrid, right?
No, not really.
Of course.
Not as scary as the thing that took down my ship.
All right, Anchois. What the fuck is this shit, man?
Is just freaked about the events. Like, he thought this is going to be a simple reconnaissance mission. Like, he's not a warrior in any sort of aspect. Anchois is just basically someone who talks, helps people out, guides people to what they want to do, and he thought he could just help his island. And now he's in a plane crash. Oh, his like half of the things were destroyed. His book of lore, that was up in smoke. That was his journalings, of his times. He's literally lost in the woods with two people who, while they seem nice, he doesn't necessarily know well, and he's going to trust them with his life and going to this reconnaissance mission, and he just hopes that his island will be saved. In the end, he's like, this is all for the island, all to save it. And he's thinking back to when...
Oh, Capuni.
Yeah, and he's thinking back to what Randy told him. And Randy told him he doubted that he could save the island because he doubted his power. And he's thinking, maybe Randy was right. Maybe I'm not as powerful to save my island as I thought I was. Notes.
Well, John doesn't have any way to tie that in back to the scene. So we're going to do a hard break. And you all can resume your short rest, or you can go wander in the dark if you'd like. What would you guys like to do?
I'm going to go
take a nap.
I'm going to go with the crossbow just a little closer to the remains, just to make sure there's nothing else moving now. Like no baby leeches crawling out, or... Sorry?
Which part of this creature?
I'll do both, but I'm going to start with the leech.
Alright, you give a wide berth around the pale-skinned, almost humanoid-esque entity that lay still and head to the rapidly dissolving leech. You do not see, with your passive perception, any other leeches spilling out, because leeches often do not store themselves in other leeches. Fun fact.
Homebrew leeches might.
Indeed, they might. Unfortunately, this is not Slither, the hit James Gunn movie from 2006. No? Alright, that's fine. That's fine, who cares? You find no leeches. Is there any other actions you guys want to do?
I think we're okay. Doesn't seem to be anything else moving.
Wait, yeah, is there any weird of the body, like the human body part
Say
of
that
it? The humanoid part, was there anything weird about that?
Would you like to go closer to it?
Yeah.
Helga, you begin to approach the humanoid body. How close do you get?
Can Okay, while I'm walking towards it, can I, like, look around for a stick on the ground to poke it with?
Oh, yeah, there's plenty of sticks. When Antoine levitated, the creature, like, slapped into a tree branch and knocked it free.
I want to find the longest stick I can find.
All right.
And then just stand as far away as I can and just poke it.
John will roll for stick length. All right, you find what would that be? A 4.5 foot long stick.
Nice, okay. I will stand 4.5 feet away and poke it with the stick.
All right. You poke it with the stick. Its pale flesh gives quite easily as you do this, as though there's no muscle or bone resisting you, as though it is but a sack of human skin shaped to be this way. And the longer you look at it, the more you realize that it's sort of just like collapsing under its own weight. Kind of like a water balloon that has been like pierced through and is now like slowly giving out water, which it does from its, severed torso. Just this weird black-red ooze just out of where its innards would be. No organs come out, nothing like that, but it's really gross looking.
Cool. Well, I think that's I think it's safe to say that is dead.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Y'all want to take a nap?
It said kill me. Scratching my head. Kill me.
Well, we did. So we did it. We did it a favor.
Yeah.
I suppose you're right.
You said some
I'm
other
ready to nap.
shit, huh? Too. You all can clamber in the dirt hovel, which is a 10 by 5 like a 10 by 10 by 5 cube under the earth.
Coraline doesn't go down in there again.
All right, you don't want to be down there. You want to hang out with the dead body. Maybe the wreckage. Do you guys
It's
have
not on
sleeping-
fire still.
Do you still have sleeping bags? Do you still have bedrolls?
We had 3 left.
Yeah.
So who doesn't get a short rest? Guess that's the
Well-
question.
Well, the horse left.
Can Paradigm even use a bedroll? He's a horse.
Yeah, he can. He's got a special bedroll.
Well, which bedroll is left? Is it his or is it the normal ones?
I think he had his, or at least he
Okay.
He didn't even have a bedroll on him.
That's true.
Oh yeah, maybe he doesn't get a short
Antwi
rest.
had one, and then there were 2 left from the wreckage. So I don't think he has his.
Well, okay. You 3 may have a short rest, and we'll just punish the guy who's not here. Because I don't have access to his character sheet anyway. It's not like I can give him stuff. So,
Sounds right. Sounds right.
he will be in the background.
You should take it though, because I actually don't think I need a short rest.
Okay. We'll say that he had a short rest, and if it comes up, I don't know what I'll fucking do. I guess I'll just pull out a wizard stat block. Just fucking... Maybe this is correct. Alright.
Well,
Coraline, please spend some hit dice if you wish. Antoine, you may do the same. And also do your arcane recovery. As John yawns and drinks some water.
also,
That was a refreshing night under the stars.
Indeed.
So much better than under the ground like that. Ugh.
Yeah, you're probably right. I didn't even sleep. Gave my bedroll to the horse.
Okay. Cool.
He's unusually quiet, that one.
Yeah, weird.
He's gone like full catatonic at this point, just like gripping his sides, holding onto the wall.
Coraline whispers to Elga. Elga, stay behind the catatonic horse if anything else happens.
Got it, you got it. You too, though. You do that as well. Oh,
It's
actually,
hard to stab
You're
things from
barbarian.
behind the horse.
As
That's
you
true.
guys
You need to use a
go back
dagger.
to sleep and stop telling each other fucking... Guys, how long do you want this fucking night to go on?
I'm gonna give Helga back her crossbow.
Alright.
Oh, thanks. You can borrow it anytime.
You guys can go to sleep. However, in the night, something happens. Coraline,
Nice.
specifically, while sleeping outside near the wreckage away from the body, you, like, while you are trying to sleep and lay down, you just hear a voice in your head. Or maybe it's like that inner monologue thing. I don't know how Coraline thinks, but you're just like mulling over those words again and again. What have you done to conquer the worm? It was such a strange question, and it just sticks with you throughout the entire night.
Oh, so I don't hear it said to me. I'm just thinking about it.
Yeah, constantly.
Okay.
Just, you can't get it out of your head. But eventually
Shut
you
up,
do
Rain.
fall asleep.
We've killed the worm. Sleep now.
Eventually you do. And in the morning, Helga, Anchois, and Paradigm will find Coraline still asleep, which you can who you can quickly kick away.
Yo, wake up, Coraline. Time to check out the place.
Ah, of course,
Get this show on the road.
Let's see. Knife 1, knife 2, knife 3. Okay, good to go.
Yep.
Okay.
With 3 knives and 2 gross-looking puddles behind you, you all can head off into the woods.
Oh,
What
guys,
could go wrong, right?
Yeah, what could go wrong? Let's make a deal. If we see anything we can't handle, let's just nope our ways out of here.
Yeah. You
let's
can
not
levitate it, and we'll just run.
Exactly. I can't levitate it actually. Maybe I can. Who knows?
If you levitate it, isn't it very easy to kill it?
Well, I need a partner to help me levitate. Because last time, I'm pretty sure it only worked for Paradigm. That's you, right? Are you sure you can shrink it? I'm not too sure. What does Paradigm say? Well, let's not trust on my levitation abilities right about now.
Fair enough.
I wish I knew how many
just-
spell slots he had, guys.
We'll just run if we have to.
Yeah. I mean,
Should we
I
come
think-
up with a signal for that?
Run. I'll just yell run.
Okay, if Elka says run, we run.
Oh, not just me. You guys can yell run too. I don't want to be the one who decides this.
let's make this a veto. Anybody could yell run at any moment. That will be
Yes.
the veto for the group.
Perfect.
You all
Alright.
begin walking in a direction, looking for a sign of a fortress. You guys were briefed, but John had sort of glazed over the details since, there's a fort in the woods, go look at it. Like, how hard can this be, right?
We're looking for whatever's not a tree.
Yeah, basically.
Basically.
And
It's
there,
a facility from ye olden days, whatever that means. Back before Confederation was even a dream within the council.
yeah,
something,
so
something.
before 80 years ago, right? That's not that long in the grand scheme of things. But as you guys are traveling, you find something. And I need someone to roll me a 1d100.
Got it?
All right. Oh, you said not
Is
it,
it-
not got it. I thought you were helping. Okay.
No, I said not
Got
it.
you.
25.
Got you. I understand jokes.
I
get
want somebody
things.
else to roll for our doom.
Yeah, I don't want to do it either.
Just
While
me, knock on the
traveling,
ball.
you are going through you're in a river valley. Okay, let's start there. So the Jorgen River Valley is basically just this massive lowlands that sinks into the continent. That, starts real high, level with the Sea of Trees to the north, which is basically like the highest point on this continent. John will draw some arrows. So, like, the elevation goes this way, down to the sea. So you guys are going, like, downwards through this forested vale when you come across an ancient, quiet, and seemingly peaceful, I suppose object would just be the word for it. You look at it for a moment. It's like 120 feet away from you. It's metal, it's shiny, it's sticking up out of the ground maybe 30 feet. You've never seen anything like it before, so it's kind of hard for me to describe to you. But I suppose it would be like a weird fish that just doesn't have any details, but it's like got that weird fin shape that's sort of like a crescent moon at the top that sticks up. An obelisk? I don't want to say it's like an obelisk, because that means it's like... It's a weird thing that you guys run into.
A fish thing.
Yeah, it's like a weird upside-down fish thing that's sticking out of the ground, and it's made out of some kind of metal that's reflecting the daylight, the morning light, into your eyes.
Does it look like it was... Sorry, go ahead, Jilla.
Oh, no, you seem like you're asking a real question. You go ahead.
Okay.
I was going to ask, does it look like it, like, grew out of the ground, or was built there, or, like, crashed and stuck?
You're going to have to get closer. You're over 100 feet away from it.
Do you think that's the thing we're looking for?
Maybe. I don't know. Does anyone else kind of really want to touch it? Because I do.
It gives me...
No, go. I was saying I kind of want to poke it with my non-existent stick that I wish I still had my quarterstaff. And then I looked to the ground.
I have this stick that I found on the ground. It's 4.5 feet long.
It's basically a quarterstaff.
Yeah, you want it?
Let me see if I can, thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And I start, sticking the air. Yeah. Just kind of nice. Feels good.
Well,
Feels
you're
good.
welcome. It's a gift.
Oh, thank you. And then I walk forward. They're
You approach it.
I follow.
Perhaps we should not get too close.
I really want to touch it, though.
Let's just look at it from 30 feet and then see.
Okay,
well,
I'll touch it
luckily
later.
for you, Coraline, there is a 30-foot radial, just sort of grass area here, as though nothing is obstructing it from the sky, giving it this very luminescent sheen to it as you get closer and closer. This weird... Maybe John can give you a little just drawing here on the map. So it's kind of like sticking up at an angle like this, and then it's like moon-shaped out like this. And it's got this like weird...
okay, so it's like a whale tail or something that's in the ground.
Yeah, but there's like these weird protrusions that you can now clearly see. John will just delete this.
So is it big enough around to be like a tower, or is...
Well, as you get closer, you can now see the exact size of this thing. It is roughly a 10-foot cylinder that shoots up into a tower, maybe 20 feet into the air. So it's actually kind of level with the canopy of trees that surround you. But you stop at the tree line, 30 feet away. There is this... We're going to settle with the word obelisk, because I'm tired of hesitating. It is made out of some silver-like alloy as well.
Let's throw something at it before we get too close. Just in case. I don't know. Maybe if you get too close to it, it'll kill you, and I don't want to deal with that, so let's throw something at it.
Nothing so cold. I will cast Mage Hand and bring a rock
That's good.
floating through the air towards the thing, which could go up to 30 feet and go dunk, dunk, dunk.
You try to knock on it. Yeah, you will your mage hand with your weird psychic. What is mage hand? It's just like a literal.
It's a wizard spell.
Right? Okay. You just knock.
Well,
on
actually,
it.
mine is invisible because of my arcane trickster.
Oh, you're an arcane trickster, the fucking class I hate. Right. So, to everybody else, there's now this invisible rock.
No, the rock is visible. It's the hand that's holding it that's visible.
Yeah, the
that's
invisible hand, which is concealing part of the rock because, that's no. I'm kidding. Fuck invisibility, guys. I hate it so much. You knock on the metal expecting to hear a ringing noise of some kind, but instead hear nothing. As though it had absorbed the sound. Or maybe the metal itself. I mean, you can't really feel anything through the hand, so you're just like... It's weird, but the rock does gently pelt. Because it doesn't look like it's hitting it.
It did not explode. That's a
rock,
good start.
The rock didn't disintegrate. That's good.
This seems like something a wizard should investigate.
I want to find a squirrel and make it go into the circle and see if it dies.
Is there a squirrel nearby?
No.
Okay.
I don't even
Mouse?
I don't know how I would catch it.
With an
I'm
mage
sort of
hand.
like beating you to the punch. Like, I know you don't have animal friendship, you fucking warlock. Like, how are you gonna do this shit? John, I would have spent like 30 hours chasing the squirrel so I can throw it at the obelisk. Like, okay. I'm just gonna move us past that and just deny you that option.
Okay, that's fair.
Alright. Get rid of your fucking Canadian symbols, you leave. Jesus Christ. People are gonna think that I'm a Canadian.
Oh no, the horror.
It's terrible.
I'm gonna take like a bush or something that's still living and throw it in the circle, see if anything happens.
You're gonna uproot a bush?
You're gonna uproot a fucking plant with your bare hands?
Well, unless there's one small enough for the mage hand to do it.
You have a branch. Just throw the branch in it.
Branch is dead already. It's a dead branch.
How do you know?
Oh, that's fair.
Do a medicine check.
No.
You're not.
You know what? I think someone should just take one for the team and walk on up there. Not it.
Not it.
Ah, shit, Temmer. Paradigm
You have to say
automatically
not it.
passes not it checks, so I guess it's you, bud.
He has the medal, the thing that prevents him from dying. The wound.
You
cushion.
said you wanted to
So-
give it to him, but he was not here to confirm it, so technically it's still bound to you.
I give it to him. Well, I did.
Yeah, but
when
I'm not
we were
going to
asleep.
attune him to any items either while he's not here.
Okay,
right?
gotcha. So I have it, and I walk in myself. I'm like, you know what, guys? I take from the team. It's okay. Just remember to drag my corpse out once it hurts me. It
How can we
clearly
drag your
kills me.
corpse out if it kills us? I can't get in if you're dead.
Yes, of course. We will do everything possible as Coralie slowly drags Helga slightly further away from the thing.
Just mage hand me, like I drag my corpse from the mage hand, like.
I've got mage hand too. We can do it together.
Oh, my
20
mic
pounds
not
at a
even
time.
pick up my dice rolls anymore. Hang on, can you guys hear this? Can you hear what I'm...
Nope.
Oh my god, my dice rolls are silent now. You guys... Shit!
That's horrifying.
Oh my god, John, it can literally be a secret roller. This feels awesome. I love my new microphone. Guys, people People in the back watch Antoine hesitantly step into the clearing.
Yes.
And we kind of take cover behind the horse.
Oh, chat can hear my dice, apparently, but not Discord. Interesting. Antoine, you take one step into this little clearing where there is no tree cover within this 30-foot radial thing of this obelisk. Nothing immediately happens to you.
Do I feel any difference? Do I see anything more illuminated that I would not have seen from far back? Or would,
You are like 2.5 feet closer than you originally were. Your passive perception's still going off, bud.
Okay, so just keep going until I get to it, or something strikes me.
You walk for a little bit, and now you are at this structure. This obelisk made out of a silver-like alloy. And John quietly opens your character sheet to make sure. Alright, cool.
Do I have any arcana checks? Do I have any...
You are looking at this thing, Antoine. You begin scanning it, looking for any magical signs just immediately. You know this continent's filled with magic. Mokapuni, kind of magical, but it's like this archipelago that's sort of out in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the ocean. There's some cool temples back in Mokapuni, but you've never seen anything like this. This strange crescent moon spire that only shoots up 20 feet in the air. You look around for any signs, and as you go to the other side of it, can you please make me either a perception check or an arcana check?
Am I going out of sight with my two friends when I go to the other side?
Maybe. Doesn't matter.
I tell them, guys, yeah, it kind of does, I would say.
You look back, and you don't see Coraline or Helga anymore, until you notice their feet from behind the horse.
I'm peeking around, and I see that he's not dead.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just gonna be like, he's obviously not dead. I want to get closer, and I'm just gonna start walking closer.
All right.
But I stay like 10 feet back.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Just that, stay safe. I don't want us all to be in danger here, but just know I'm going back here. Could you keep your eyes on me somehow?
Oh yeah, I'll go around. I'll stay 10 feet back.
I gotta ask, what is with this extreme amount of caution? It's like a 10-foot... Like, you can literally just lean over and look at them, and it's like...
Oh, it's just, I have worries, because I suppose, we're one brain power down, and so there's a lot of mental things we just not gonna notice,
True.
And I roll, what is it, Arcana you said?
Arcana or Perception, whichever one you feel is more appropriate for your character.
Perception, I'd say. Oh, Arcana maybe, because it's easier. Or it's more...
It's more you?
Didn't really help it.
You see symbols you are unfamiliar with, carved within the metal of the base of this structure, this obelisk. In Mokapuni, you have stone markers, which sometimes has writing, but for the most part, in Mokapuni, their language is just vocal. They don't have a written language that they truly have. Their written language is just, modern common.
The symbols interest me. I'm very much interested in symbology, and when seeing these symbols, I decide wow, guys, there's things back here. There's glyphs, and then I start kind of drawing them on my hand and such, because I just become fascinated by these type of what meaning behind these symbols. What could they mean?
What could they mean?
Could I cast comprehend language as a ritual?
You can. As a ritual, you are a wizard. Alright, so you may do this.
Awesome. I'll just put
While
it in chat
you are
so
doing
everyone
this,
can
though,
read.
you know,
Oh,
it's like a...
something changed.
Well, it's an 11-minute thing. I'm going to ask why. What is Coraline
Yes,
and
yes,
Helga
okay.
doing?
Well, as Helga starts moving forward, Coraline kind of sighs and then draws one of her daggers and then follows along.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I just go so that we're on the same side of the thing as Entree, and then I stand there quietly because I don't want to bother him while he's doing his ritual.
All right. So you just watch him do this for a couple minutes. You don't interact with this thing at all.
I'm gonna let him deal with it.
All right. You are spectators as Antoine
It's weird that it's a fish.
does
Yeah, it is weird. It's like
his
you.
ritual. This spell
I'm
doesn't
not a
decode
fish.
secret messages in a text or glyph such as an arcane
No, but
sigil
you
that
like
isn't
fish.
part of a written language.
Who doesn't like fish?
You must be touching the surface on which the words are written. Are you saying you want to touch this thing?
I do.
All right. You...
Oh!
A nuclear
That'd be great.
bomb
That
within
would be
it
perfect.
detonates and kills you all, except for Paradigm, who is nuke-proof.
That would be beautiful.
Jesus Christ. I'm just like, all right, that's the show, guys. See you next time.
What a closer. What a closer.
You touch this, well, the arcane symbols. What does your ritual look like for those wondering? Is it like Macarena's dancing, or is it like a ritual
I like
dance?
I like to say it involves me kind of murmuring some certain incantations under my breath that are not easy to understand, but yet ideas of languages, of things that I've known, I've read, past ideas and cultures that kind of come to me in flashes. And while I'm kind of tracing my fingers.
Do this. And then you touch it. And as you wait and close your eyes, trying to have this spell rework whatever language these markings are, and then like recontextualize them in a form you understand, you feel something respond through your spell. And also you feel some of your magic leave you. Mechanically, please mark off a level 1 spell slot.
Automatically,
All of you.
it is a level 1. Awesome.
Yes.
It's like Randy.
Kind of, yeah. As this spell consumes your magic, all of you, including the horse, hear something, not a voice, but a noise of that you, the players, would recognize as something pressurizing or depressurizing, as though a Coke can has just been opened. Paradigm calls out to you, "Hey, I see something!" Because he's still on the other side, facing this thing's front, while you guys are at the back.
I run around to the front and see what's going on.
Yeah, you
just
look
kind of
inside.
lean.
Coraline leans. There is a 4.5-foot door that has become slightly ajar. It doesn't have a handle, but you know it to be a door since it clearly is hinged on the inside of this object, which is now open.
Oh my god, we should go inside. I call back to everyone. There's a door, and I think we should go in it.
I think you're right.
It is not even
don't know if the
like
horse
a
will fit.
full inch open. When I say it's like cracked, I mean it's like you pulled the tab on this thing and, you know, it still is waiting to be fully prepared. Or, you know, ripped.
When I felt the magic leave me, did it feel like Randy? Like when I've had Randy take my spells before. Did it feel exactly like this?
Kinda, yeah.
Would that
Yeah.
I say that, guys, I think I've encountered this technology before. I don't know how this connects to it, but I had a friend here, and then I offer another level 1 spell.
It does not take it.
Okay.
Where Randy might have had intelligence, this thing may be like an automatic deal. Maybe it's like a spell in written form that is just in a different version of the arcane language that you understand. And as soon as you touched it, or a sufficiently magical creature touched it, it just whooped it. Just absorbed your passive energies around you and powered itself.
Yes.
Can I go try and pry the door all the way open?
Yeah, give me a quick athletics check because it does have a little bit of weight to it.
Can I help her?
Of course. You can turn that 3 into a 3.
Great.
Alright, I know Paradigm has strength, though. Guys, Paradigm has +4 strength, because he's got 19 in his strength attribute. I know that much. You want him to come and pry this motherfucker open?
Yeah, I'm like, hey, horse, come here.
Alright, he gets a 19. Not Nat. Hey, Rumble. Good old Nick. Our boy Paradigm comes over, grabs this thing, and with his excessive amount of strength and ability to pull large amounts of weight, he opens up this shiny metal door, revealing inside a 5-foot cylinder, I suppose, with a tiny ladder that leads down into the earth. Above you, you can see that there are weird markings in this hollowed structure. Metallic engravings, I suppose.
Anshua, can you read these symbols? There's more on the inside.
I don't think I read the ones before, but you know, I can I can try. Are there symbols an exit? Like, would this close behind me and
you can stick your head in. You have comprehend languages going, but no written. This is not a written language. Give me a quick Arcana check. Faux free. Let's see it. Oh, Rumble Roar's thinking of you, Timmer. I just saw him put your code in. Salami on a pizza. Isn't salami just pepperoni for losers?
Ouch. That was harsh.
Antoine, what you are looking at after that... Oh, please add that to the the fucking got him counter.
The horn plays.
Antoine, what you are looking at is more or less magical code. This is a spell that you would write on your spell sheet or in a spell book, or we need a goddamn fucking horn. That's the next fucking emoji we're doing, boys. I'm gonna write that down real quick.
Everything stops for the goddamn.
Hang on. Sorry. I'm placating chat to boost my activity because Twitch tracks that. Antoine, this is some high-level magic bullshit that you do not comprehend at all, but you recognize it as such. This entire chamber, as you look down, it being absorbing the light of day and reflecting even on the inside. So, like, when you look down into this shaft, it doesn't go too far down, and you can, like, see the end of it. But, like, this entire thing has been written, scribbled, engraved in with magical carvings.
I relay this to the group in a sort of kind of religious awe and a bit of fervor that this is This is quite the bit of technology. It is magical. It's made by superior beings, and I've encountered technology somewhat like this before.
You have.
This is truly something of amazing. Is this the facility? Like, this can't be it.
This does not appear to be an old fort, no.
Yes,
this appears to be something else.
Not old.
I
think we should go down. Yeah.
I think we should go down too. Like, it's calling me. It's sort of like in a very, very primal way, pulling the wizard forward.
All right, but maybe I should go first.
I'll be right behind you.
Now Coraline's brave? What? Coraline, are you feeling semi-enchanted here too?
No. She just wants to keep Helga behind a little bit.
Wow.
Otherwise she's gonna go running off.
Oof. All right.
I also scribble what I can, or at least maybe take an impression.
You would be here for days.
Then no worries. I just be in awe walking down and looking at them, not writing them down or documenting them, but really just drinking them in.
Mm-hmm.
I assume the ladder is the bane of the horse, and it's just going to be the three of us.
Yeah, it's not going to be him.
That's
okay. He's going to stand guard and copy the symbols for Antoine.
Yeah, there we go. He'll do some wizardry bullshit. Sucks that he's not here today. This is a discovery, Gibby. Yes. Who goes down first? Coraline, then Helga, then Antoine in the back, or are we doing a different order?
That's fine with me.
I think I would be the first, just because I would be almost blindly attracted, not really thinking correctly.
Okay, then I'm at the back.
Got it. You begin clambering down this ladder that is somewhat built into the wall. It's more like ridges within the cylinder rather than its own interactable object that's been hammered or welded into the side. Maybe it's not even a true ladder and this thing was just weird grooves on the interior. But as you make your way down, you will travel only about 10 feet into the ground before you realize that there is another such door here. But this one has been opened already. Peering inside, lights. This is all very tight quarters, and everything is illuminated. But give me just one second.
No worries.
As John looks at the exact interior of this thing. Okay. What you see before you... God, how do I even describe this? I suppose is a chair that is built into the side of the wall. It is a rather large chair, kind of like a big seat, that is just trapped in this room. As though this entire cylindrical room that you guys are viewing in at a weird angle than what this thing was designed as. God, how do I describe what this looks like in words? So clearly this chamber is not in the position in which it was intended to be in. You guys are at this weird, funky angle here, so when Antoine now sort of stands at the bottom of this cramped hallway, and you two are clambering down and now sort of trapped on each other as he just hogs the entire entryway, I suppose. Or maybe he doesn't. Maybe he steps into the room. That way Coraline can step down too and get a better image. This room, if it was supposed to be horizontal and flat and is now at an angle, just has this large seat with a humanoid skeleton wearing some weird, almost jumpsuit-looking thing, just laying dead, interred in this weird, metallic, light-reflecting room.
Aliens.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Aliens movie, that weird travel guy.
Aliens.
Unfortunately, no egg sacs, no big, monsters with two heads, one smaller head in its mouth, like the Kung Pao movie.
It's strange. The tower is crooked, like a ship in the high seas.
Like aliens.
Like aliens.
What's an alien?
Does the skeleton look pretty humanoid?
Yeah. Its skeletal is indistinguishable from just a regular humanoid. Most of you are demi-human with, human blood in you. Like, Helga the half-orc, this would probably be, something similar to your grandfather's or grandmother's remains. They aren't too big. That being said, more than half of them is currently just hidden within this chair that is, absorbing them. Kind of like a desk. So, they're, fitted within it.
And there's no other, cupboards or doorways or anything like that in this room?
Please give me an investigation check. Now that you kind of know what you're looking for. Unfortunately, you do not see any cupboards, but what you and Antoine will both kind of spot is something within the console. Within the very chair itself, there is an object, and John has to see what it is. Because he did not put what sort of thing was actually in this deal. Maybe I'll curtail it, depending on what fucking shit I roll here. Hang on. Let's see. Let us find out real quick. So, fun fact, my random encounter chart has lots of bullshit on it. And some things are, clearly more written out and explained than what I have prepared. Because, honestly, I don't expect somebody to roll a 98 on a random encounter. Because that's what I rolled. So...
Unguarded chests full of magical weapons. That's what the 98 is.
Possibly. You joke. I do not. Alright, cool. John, go to this table and roll it. See what happens. Make something cool.
It's even better that it's backwards.
Yeah.
What is? Oh my god. Fucking Tammer!
Nice.
Fucking got him.
It even lines up with your shoulders pretty well.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I love that show.
You find what appears to be a miniature version of what you saw above. There is this weird handle that is sticking out of the console at such a way where it just clearly is meant to be held here for some reason, but is just out of place a little bit. It is within the frontal desk area of where this creature is interred and met its end. It's reminiscent of a hilt to a sword, maybe, is how it would be described.
Is the creature's skull relatively intact?
Yes.
I'm going to use Mage Hand to take it and put it in my bag.
You cannot. It is attached to its body. The body weighs more than 5 pounds.
Oh. Okay, if I forget to say it, I will eventually do that.
Okay.
I say perhaps we shouldn't disturb this body, but I would really like to grab a hold of this stick shift. And I kind of reach for it. And anybody stop me before I hit it because I'm going to grab it.
Do it.
We want to see what happens.
Yeah.
Coraline's too busy looking for cupboards, so she's not stopping.
I'm just watching.
You touch the metal object. Tamer, you're a wizard, right?
I am.
As soon as you touch this metal rod, your mind briefly goes blank. Coraline, Helga, you watch him just stop moving for a long moment. 6 seconds pass, he does not move. 12 seconds pass. Antoine is still just reached out over the console holding this metal thing. 18 seconds pass.
I poke him a couple times.
Yeah, you poke him.
Nothing happens.
No. He doesn't move.
Are you okay?
He does not react.
After about the minute mark, has he still not moved?
Yep. He is full catatonic, much like Paradigm. John has hijacked his character.
I will grab his shoulders and try to pull him away from the thing.
You pull him away, and Antoine, you find Coraline gripping your shoulders, having stopped you from grabbing this metal object.
I say, whoa. Whoa.
Are you okay?
Thank you. Of course, I'm just about to grab this.
You have no memory of the previous minute. It is as though you touched it, and then she immediately grabbed your shoulders and ripped you away.
I'm just about to grab this object. Just, guys, wait for 1 second here. I just, and I reach over. And,
You've been holding on to that for a minute.
This isn't my bullshit magical list.
A minute?
Yeah, here, wait, I'll show you, and I grab it.
Yeah, you grab it. Nothing happens. You have 100% function over yourself.
Okay, never mind. Ignore it. Oh, wait, can I pull it then? Can I pull it?
Yeah, you pull it.
Yeah.
You pull free. It's somewhat wedged into this, just metal hole. So it's much bigger than just the handle. And as you pull it free entirely, it's roughly, I think, 18 inches long. It is a cylindrical, many would call this just a simple rod. Like an arcane focus rod.
I had a question. Could I cast Identify as a ritual on it?
Do you have a pearl?
I do.
100 GP?
Of course.
Yeah, you can try to cast a ritual spell on it. Do you want to do it here, though? In this cramped little area where you have no room to work.
Okay, so I do it not yet then, since you say it's cramped and maybe my somatic ritual would not necessarily.
Yeah. This chamber itself is rather small. It's only, you're still in that 5-foot cylindrical area size. It's like an attached version to the one you just clambered out of. So this is like a squeeze for most people. 2.5 feet on either side of you, and there's 3 of you in here. As well as this huge, just this chair that a contortionist would have to shift around to get put in. If this is how they clamber in, but to that point, what the fuck? What is the point of this?
Are there any symbols on the desk thing that's around the corpse?
Kind of. Much like the wall, this metallic half desk, this weird chair, that this creature has died in does have magical symbols on it, but they are built from a different metal entirely. Some of them are even different colored from the just regular sheen, the same silver-like metal that surrounds you.
I don't think I could glean what this thing does or read it, since it's going to be the same origin as what I read outside. But can I offer magic to it?
To the console or to the rod?
The console, I suppose, first. The rod I will investigate afterwards.
You try to will out your energy into it, but alas, nothing occurs. You are trapped with your spell slots. You're just wanting to give them away.
Well, you know, my previous relationship to this type technology took some spell slots of mine, and I'm very eager to find out its relationship to there. But if it won't, it won't. I asked my friends, I'm like, is there any else you want to investigate? Could we please leave the skull and body intact, Corleen?
I had a feeling the tyrant would want to know more about this, and if we bring back the skull, there are ways for some to speak to the dead.
Not.
Or John, does that exist here?
Yeah.
Or is that not in your word? Speak with dead.
You don't fucking know. You're a weird sea elf. Fuck off. I'm not gonna.
Oh, okay, well then never
secret
mind. I
shit.
won't bother with the skull if I don't know about that stuff.
Yeah. You're like, oh, I'm an arcane trickster, John. I was a pirate for a little while. Alright, sure, cool.
Not supposed to tell everybody. In that case, I will just... yes, you're right. Maybe we should give this body a good burial. And I'll, like, rip it out of the chair.
No, please don't. Let's just leave it to...
It's too late. Must bury him outside.
No, thank you, Corleen. Please, Corleen.
Give me an athletics check.
No, Corleen. I physically tried to stop.
The body is seemingly fused with the chair. It does not... You pull at it, there's like a couple inches of pull, but this weird suit that it's wearing is in itself attached to the interior of this metal chair.
We have to strip it.
Guys, are we continuing on with our mission, or are we going back to the Tyrant? Because we could do one of two things. We can go back to the Tyrant with what we found. This is an interesting find.
Well, let's figure out what this thing does, and if it's really cool, maybe we'll just bring it back. But if it's kind of lame, we'll keep going.
Yes. So
you said you wish to investigate the rod. Do you want to do that outside while we keep poking around in here?
Should he touch it?
I would rather not touch it until I identify it.
You have to touch it to identify it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. It says, right, you must touch throughout the casting of the spell. How would that affect my casting of the spell? Which is interesting.
To you, nothing would change, right? You don't realize what happens when you touch it, right?
Could I offer it magic? Could I offer the rod magic?
Do you want to touch it?
Yeah.
Touch it.
All right, Antoine goes to touch it to try to fuse his magic with it. And he just sort of stares at it as his hand holds on to it for a little while.
Okay, I pull it away from him.
Let me see if it does the same thing for me.
Sure.
I'll take the item.
What are you? You're an arcane trickster barbarian hybrid?
Yes.
No, it's fine. This is unique to this guy here. This wizard.
Ooh, let's go give it to Paradigm.
Nothing changes with Paradigm.
I'll give the rod back to Helga.
I take it upstairs, or back up the ladder, and I give it to Paradigm.
Paradigm's like, what is this?
Touch it. Doesn't matter, just touch it.
Paradigm, canonically, does not trust you guys. There is no way in hell Paradigm is going to touch this.
So true.
Hey.
Yes, so true.
I gotta stick with the character, right?
Listen, we have all touched it. We're all fine. I think you should touch it.
Ha!
This is sounding very creepy now.
Actually, I don't think Paradigm trusts Helga, so you might have to go up there and help.
Yeah.
I'm right behind you.
Why do you want to give it a fucking Paradigm? What?
I want to see if it happens to all wizards.
Then just throw it at him.
No,
because then he's gonna trust me even less.
See, if you had like thrown it to him, the reaction is to catch it, right? So
That's fair.
if you hadn't said anything, he wouldn't have, he would have just grabbed it, right?
But she's got it in her hand, and she's like, "Here, touch it, touch it." So it's obviously not that bad.
Like, obviously, I'm fine.
Guys, I can't do that while Alden's not here. You know this is true.
let's.
I know.
Exactly.
It's a meta thing that I really hate, so I prefer it if you just ignore your party that isn't here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Never mind.
We're just trying to see if it happens to both
this is
wizards.
a true and valid question, which I know the answer to, but I cannot do this on Alden's behalf.
He can touch it later. We'll keep it with us.
Okay.
Okay, Antoine, do you go upstairs?
Could I cast Identify on this spacesuit? Like you said that he's wearing a spacesuit. You kind of mentioned that it's infused.
Well, now that the other two idiots have left to leave the wizard, the smart man with his +4 in intelligence. Wait, is that true? Do you have only +4? Do you have 16 in or 18 in?
18.
Okay. Wait, are you non-proficient with Arcana?
I am non-proficient with Arcana.
You saucy bastard. I wish I knew that. Uh-oh.
Not too sure.
Oh, it's a little late for me to roll this one back, Andy.
I'm proficient with Arcana.
Okay.
Really?
So you begin the identifying ritual on the suit wrapped around this corpse. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
You learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, and how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it. All right. If you instead touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it. Okay. You begin the identifying ritual while Helga and Coraline, for at least 10 minutes, try to convince and persuade Paradigm to touch this rod, which he does not.
Look, Mr. Hoss, it does nothing to me. It does nothing to Helga.
You're like chasing him
what could
around
be the
the
harm?
clearing. Oh, who didn't keep the bot alive? Uh-oh, boys. Someone didn't play music. Guys, they lost the minigame. They're all banned from the server now. Play gun noises. There we go. Bang, 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 bang. Alright, you guys better start queuing shit up. So that the bot doesn't go away. Alright. You cast Identify. Paradigm runs around away from you with his absurd movement speed.
Actually, I move faster than him.
You move at 45?
I move at 60 with my bonus action.
Oh, fuck. You're a rogue for this, aren't you?
Touch it! Touch it!
Ah, no! Get away! Jesus Christ. Alright. This suit, Antoine, is indeed a magical item. There are error messages that you get that your Identify spell just does not pick up because it does not understand what this thing does exactly. However, you learn its properties and how to use them. This suit is like an interface for highly magical creatures to interact with equally magical objects in a safe and beneficial way.
Oh my god.
Ripping the corpse out of the suit isn't looking so bad now, is it?
What have you told me? What have you told me?
Strip the body.
Does Coraline and Helga like stick their head in and they just watch you trying to get off?
Yeah, I go back in like he won't touch the stick. Oh, are you stripping a dead body?
I thought we weren't doing that.
What does Antoine do with this information?
Antoine says, "Pardon me, ladies. I'm getting undressed. 1 minute. Could you please stand outside?"
All right, so he's gonna get naked first, and then he's gonna strip the undead body. Got it.
Yeah, it's still stuck on the desk.
I leave.
It's these wizards. I don't get them, Helga.
I don't know. I think maybe this thing is driving him insane.
But we still have it.
I don't know.
What if we touch it to the outside? What happens then?
I touch the thing to the I start hitting the thing with the rod.
You start hitting the metal obelisk with the rod itself.
Yeah, just to see what happens.
Please, ladies, calm down there, up there. I hear you.
As you hit it, it does not make any noise.
Oh.
Okay, well, then I suppose.
What if I tap the obelisk with the pommel of my dagger? Does it not make a noise either?
Does not make any noise at all. Seemingly absorb sound.
Cool.
So, Antoine, are you stripping this corpse?
Yes, I mean, yeah.
Alright, with the use of the Identify spell, you know somewhat how to work it. Basically, at the collar, at the wrist, and the waist and the ankles, there are these weird magical runes, but simple mechanisms that will expand this suit for, it's a suit, right? As you deactivate these, the pressurized system within releases, it begins to expand, allowing you to delicately take this off the corpse and remove it from the chair it is attached to.
I put it on.
The corpse was a male. You can tell that simply by its bone structure. Wait, do you even have... You are medicine proficient. I know that.
No, I am not, in fact.
Why are you a witch doctor? You don't know magic. What are your proficiencies?
I don't think I took any proficiencies, actually.
You have history, insight. You do have medicine. What the fuck? You're just lying to me.
You have medicine, please.
I'm looking at it.
Where?
Literally. Look, you have +3. You've got 1 in it. Or 1 in wisdom. Jesus Christ. Just fucking...
Thank you.
Like, I don't have any proficiencies, John. I refuse to take any at character creation. Just fucking lying.
Hammer, it's not in the like proficiency section. It's just the ones that are checked off with the blue check mark in the skills thing.
I think I figured that out now, actually. Yeah, you two are right. Yeah, you two are right on this one. But I was surprised on how.
Oh my god!
Because I thought I had these things, but I'm not like literally seeing them.
It's okay, Antoine.
And John helped me out with setting up my character. In
this
fact, most
is
of it,
true. So. Maybe I just like overreacting. That's what I really like to do. Just like, fuck. He's a doctor, right? You went to medical school.
I was a witch doctor.
I could have sworn like you went to the continent You became a doctor, then you came back to the island.
Yes.
Wasn't that your entire?
Yes, we did that actually.
Wait, are you actually a doctor? Helga, how jealous are you of Antoine with his doctorate?
Well, I don't know. Has he told me that he's a doctor? Because if he's told me he's a doctor, then I am incredibly jealous.
He doesn't
if
go by
Doctor
Antoine. He's just Antoine.
Yeah. If he hasn't told me, then I don't know, so I don't care.
See, he's
but
like
if he
cool
ever brings
doctor.
it up.
You know, he did his dissertation, but he doesn't ask anyone to call him doctor. Even though, like, every fucking document he signs says PhD on the like, rear end of his name. Antoine, PhD. Anyway. You remove the suit. You pull out this anatomical male from the chair. It begins to... Well, you know. You're in a weird tilted fin thing. So you just place it at the bottom. Where do you place this body, Antoine?
I lay it on the ground, perched against the like I suppose the seat it was sitting on. The
yeah.
You know, leaning.
You try to move it. Part of it immediately just disintegrates. You just touching it in its own self. The suit that held it together for so long.
Yeah.
Pressurized, having mummified, calcified this body. But most of it remains intact. Rip, rumble, roar, having to watch a fucking shitty movie. Indiana Jones. What a terrible movie.
I will not sit here
fighting
and watch
words.
slander
Fighting
that
words.
movie.
Alright. Good.
It depends which one.
It's Last Crusade.
Last Crusade. The best.
That's a good one. There's only one bad Indiana Jones movie.
If you say so.
Temple
Fourth
of
one?
Doom.
No,
Oh,
it's the
well.
Crystal Skull.
These ones. You're thinking about the new ones. Yes.
Didn't they make a
Whoa.
fifth one?
Did they?
I thought so.
Okay, well, Crystal Skull is the bad one.
Okay. There's 3 Indiana Jones movies. Says Rumble Roar.
There's only 3. There are
Only
only
3.
3, and the bad one is the Temple of Doom.
No.
Alright, understood.
Only 3.
You put on the suit, Antoine?
Yes.
Alright.
I think by this time we'd probably head back down.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And you watch Antoine in the final moments click some weird button on his neck, having to remove part of his microphone or communicator, excuse me, Bucharest gonna sue me.
So we are looting. Okay, excellent.
And Antoine, you feel rather... You are in very tight-fitting clothing now. You're used to, like, wearing your weird toga and your loose cloth stuff. And now, like, everything neck down is covered in this weird magical material.
You look very stylish,
Helga,
Antoine.
you watch all of Antoine's magnificent form, except for the padding that is on the shoulders, the nape of the neck, the groin area, the knees, and the feet. Specifically the soles of his feet.
Very stylish. You look good.
It is.
Can I don my my tribal royal tribal things over it, like my
Yeah, totally.
my cape, because I do want to keep my symbols of my royal basically my beginnings. Despite the fact that
it's just another layer now. You're basically wearing just like a skin tight suit, like a morph suit almost. It's reminiscent to so there's this episode of Castle Power, which many of you would have seen. Helga, you grew up in Tulsa, right? You would have seen Castle Power.
Definitely, I love it. Favorite show.
Yeah, your favorite show. It's like the One Big Kids franchise, and it's like every season's like a different set piece or like time period. And one is like a team, combat troop going around defeating evil in basically their pajamas, kind of like superheroes. But the story itself explains hey kids, this is what a fighter can do. Or, the pink one's the cleric. Stuff like that.
Of course.
Yeah. what's it called? All right,
Rangers of Power.
Yeah, he's a ranger of power. There you go. He's just missing a helmet.
Nice.
Fucking Power Rangers.
Wait, what color is it?
Fuck. That is an actual good question.
That is a good question.
Let me go. Hang on. Here we go. Here's the real meme.
It's going to be like a Technicolor color or something. Oh.
It is an excellent blend of aquamarine and royal bluish.
Nice.
Brilliant.
He's the blue one!
That is canon. That is canon.
I love it.
That's a nice shade on you.
Yeah.
You look really good.
Thanks.
Thank
And
you.
now what?
Can I read? Can I try to read the symbols now? Out of curiosity, I make one chance of reading the symbols.
Guys, why are
Oh.
you not messing with the bot? Start queuing shit up. I'm not kidding.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how.
Go to the Saturday chat and hit ! play. We're
Oh,
playing
you're talking to us?
Golden-
I thought you were talking to the
No,
chat.
that's you guys. I need you 3, not 4, to do this. So that the bot will stay in the game. Play. Go, Power Ranger. Alright, now I'll queue stuff up, but I need you guys to, like, start adding things. I don't care what it is. I have it muted on my end, so. Childish Gambino. Indeed, what an intense world we play in. Rick Astley.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Oof. Now other people are trying to use the bot in different channels and like steals it away from us. And we're really fucked.
Go wild, guys. Go wild.
You guys
Don't do that.
watch Antoine in his new stylish aquamarine and royal bluish colors. And then he starts putting on his shawl and his weird coverings that are, you know, not weird to him, but definitely not in style from your cities.
I feel much more myself when I have them on.
Yeah.
They're inscribed with my royal lineage around it. It has my symbols of my family, and I ask if I could touch the thing one more time, and be ready to pull me away, guys, if something happens.
With a gloved hand,
I hand it to him.
you hand this strange metal rod to your wizard. Strange wizard, how many spell slots do you have?
I have
In total. You're down 1 from your bullshit earlier.
I'm down 1 and 1 first level and 1 second level.
I need you to make me an intelligence saving throw, or lose numbers of those. Ooh, that is a failure. Oof. Antoine, you feel exhaustion as suddenly your last second level spell slot leaves your body, is absorbed into the metal rod, and both of you step back as this bluish, royal bluish light begins to become apparent from the rod in which he is holding. This arcane focus now empowered, more or less is just thrumming with energy, Antoine, within your hands. You're not sure what to do with it exactly.
Can I cast Identify on it?
I suppose you can. You'd have to, you know, get your friends to leave this chamber, or you to go outside. You're a little cramped still.
Girls, a bit of privacy. I just need to kind of identify. I can't move around.
He's
quite
got this
much.
thrumming rod.
Come, Elga. He wants to play with his rod.
Yeah. I'll let him have fun with his rod.
This is so stupid. I hate this magical item.
When we come back up, I'm talking to Paradigm. I don't know what he's doing. He stripped a dead guy, he stole his clothes, and he's playing with his rod.
Paradigm's horrified. Angela, you can ritually cast Identify, or yes, you can just recast it on this one object that you are touching. Raising the pearl to your head, you can understand that this is a rod of wizardly might. Effectively, this currently is now attuned to you by absorbing your magic. It will give you a +2 to all spell, so that spell save DC that you have, as well as your spell attack rolls. So it's +2 to those. As well as that, you can release the energy you put within it to make a specific type of attack. So John's just gonna run with this Power Rangers thing. What was the element of the blue Power Ranger? Was he the Triceratops? Magic.
Good question.
I don't remember.
Is he lightning? What would this be?
I don't think he was lightning.
Roar says Triceratops, so I take that what you will.
All right. Triceratops. I remember that from the movie when I was a kid.
I think he should be able to summon a Triceratops.
Blue Power Ranger.
Well, let me be a bit OP. CRF.
Only if the Triceratops listens to you.
Yeah.
I suppose you're right.
Which Power Ranger killed himself?
Earth.
Jesus Christ.
Oh. So.
What the fuck, Wiki?
Really?
Yeah, apparently.
I assume it's the actor and not the actual character on the show.
Maybe. Fuck.
Oh.
That'd be super weird. I believe that this will be a lightning type anyway. These rods often have different elemental associations, and this one is lightning. When you release oh my fucking god, this shit's broken. So per spell level you put into it, you can basically do 3d8 per spell level and just force someone to make a dexterity saving throw or get fucking blasted. Half on success.
Nice.
You have a little lightning bolt staff.
It's hard. I have no words for this.
Put it back in the hole. See what happens.
Oh yeah, does it do anything?
Oh.
I call from up above.
Maybe get in the chair first.
Sit in the chair.
Nice.
Sit in the chair.
You guys want? You can step in while I do this.
Yeah,
I think we
okay.
should in case he takes off. I think this is a ship.
I think it's a ship too.
I'm not too sure if.
Paradigm, hold on to the outside just in case.
No,
grapple.
Paradigm.
Now he'll trust you.
Paradigm don't. You guys, one gets in with me, one stays out. Maybe both stay out.
I get it.
I will-
I'm going in.
I go in too.
Don't wanna leave
Paradigm's outside.
Paradigm.
He's fine.
Okay. It crashed, guys. Remember, and I.
Yeah, but maybe
Sit
this guy was
down.
just a bad pilot.
Mm-hmm.
I think his mechanic
No,
was terrible too.
Like it
Yeah.
might
Very
not be
unreliable.
functional. But if we could read, and I'm sliding it in.
I can read. I know how to read.
You're sliding your rod in, huh? Alright, I get it, Angela. You fucking You think you're slick all of a sudden, like I wouldn't... Well, we already did the joke, okay? You don't need to do the joke again, Angela.
Is that all the rod will go in? Isn't there any more?
Jesus fucking Christ. Can you believe we're rated PG-13? No. Anyway, Antoine, you put the rod in the socket in which you pulled it out from earlier, or somebody did, on Twitch, by the way, and nothing happens.
Sit in the chair.
Oh, I'm sitting. Yes, I am.
Oh.
I sat down first. But
Maybe
it's
you have to move it around.
Wiggle it.
I detect giggles. And I'm like...
Yeah, the immaturity of your party members as you do this magical ritual is known to you now.
Guys,
Antoine,
I think
spoiler alert,
we've learned.
this thing crashed and is in the ground.
Yeah.
If this was a vehicle, it is non-functional.
Fair enough.
I think we are able to learn as much as we can from it. If only we could have powered it on, but it seems non-functional.
Maybe they can come back with their big airships and drag it back to the tyrant.
That.
Maybe.
Paradigm points out he
That
has
sounds-
mold earth. Let's excavate this for a day. Fuck it. We have mold earth. Isn't mold earth the
Let's
best
do
spell in
it.
the game, guys?
It's not like we can
Man,
carry it.
I love mold earth. Let's just use it to solve all of our problems.
Thank you, Paradigm. I think we don't really necessarily can move it. I mean, it's too big. I mean, you're strong, Paradigm, but sorry. We'll...
Perhaps Paradigm should use mold earth to bury the door, so nobody else can get it.
Until we come back. Or
Yeah.
someone comes back.
I like the idea of closing this door first and burying it so no one could do it. So, we could do that. That sounds great.
Yes, you get on that right away. I'm going to, using my knowledge of navigation tools, try to figure out exactly where we are so that we can tell people how to get back here.
You're in the Jorgen River Valley within the woods.
Someone will find it. It's fine.
Someone will find it.
But it's strange that a big shiny thing never attracted attention from the sky.
This truly was the luck of the draw. I think, guys, we are very, very lucky and honored to have seen this thing.
Do you have an axe?
Do you want it?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I hand you my my little hand axe.
Just stab Antoine in the face. Fucking throw it up.
Be hilarious.
While Antro's trying to close the door and bury the thing, I'm going to go a little ways away and try to cut down a couple of trees to make something you can see from the air.
You cannot do that with just a hand axe, my friend.
No?
I feel like you'll be able to see the silver thing from the air.
But that's what I'm
So,
saying. They
you
didn't
guys
see the
are-
silver thing from the air.
Looking up, there is but 30 feet. Or, I suppose, a 60-foot diameter circle. No one goes this way. And if most of it's covered in foliage, you'd have to be directly above it to find it. Nobody lives out here for hundreds of miles.
How dry are the trees?
We're not lighting them on
it's
fire.
spring.
We are not lighting them on fire.
We
Not
are lighting
starting a
them on
forest fire. I'm not starting a forest fire.
You don't need to start a forest fire. Somebody else will do that.
I will roll for weather. It is spring, though. You guys are the 22nd of February, so it's like warming up more and more. The spring monsoons will soon hit you guys. So you're like right before it truly starts to get like wet and humid and gross. No, it has... Well, it's high good or high bad for you, JC.
if you're talking humidity, it probably means it's wet.
Well, you tell me. Is high good or high bad?
Oh, you haven't rolled yet. Let's say high's bad.
All right, then it has not rained in quite some time in this area. It's rather dry out.
We could make a...
I don't think that's a good idea.
I don't think it's a good idea burning things down. I would really like this place to be discovered and we learn more about it. This is like, guys, this is a discovery.
Yes,
but teams. We have teams. We have friends, party members. Maybe not our party, but looking for things like this.
Very well,
nice
but we need a marker to get back here.
If we make it too obvious, if we make it too obvious, like a big fire, other people might find it.
Well, I don't have my sextant, but if we wait till the night, maybe I can figure out our coordinates to get back.
We camped at this place. How about that?
Yeah, I can sleep in there.
But, you know, guys.
It's like still morning though.
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's still morning.
It's like 8 a.m. right now.
How far is the fort we're supposed to look for? Because we were within a day's walk before, right?
Yeah.
I think if we know which forest area we're in, we can just tell them like generally where this is, and then a bunch of people will look for it.
Yeah, remember when you stopped receiving our signal from our airship? Like, can we go there? We left something cool there. We really want it back.
Yeah.
Just fly real slow at about 100 feet off the ground. Can't miss it.
You'll see it.
Yeah, okay. Maybe we should go to our target first, then. See what's there.
We should leave a trail coming from here to our target.
What is it? I have a little bag of sand. I don't think it's enough sand to leave a trail.
Oh yes, let us just throw sand into the forest. This way we will not lose our way at all. In the slightest, not one
It's not enough sand.
Perhaps a trail of holes from old earth.
Maybe a little less obvious. Perhaps a little carving on a tree every so often.
That also works. That sounds good. As long as we have enough trees, it doesn't become sparse.
If we run out of trees, you can make your holes.
Yeah, that sounds fine too.
That's fair. That's a fair compromise.
All right. Compromise made. Discovery found. You all can start heading into the woods once more.
We'll do so.
Antoine, you're really comfortable right now.
Oh, sure.
The
Can we
wind
have
does
a
not
break
bother you. Yeah, you want to go on a break?
Yeah.
All right.
That would be nice.
This is a good break point anyway. Guys, we will be right back here in a bit. We'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, mics are hot. Hey, we're back, everybody. Welcome back, guys. Blah, blah, blah. How was your break? All right, let's move on. Antoine, now rocking out in his new swag, follows after Coraline. Who's leading your guys' exploration into the woods?
Unless somebody else pipes up, I'll do it.
All right, give me a perception check.
Sounds good.
Perception.
You are looking through the woods. Coraline, you're a sea elf, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Just
That's amazing.
You just live out in the ocean. Now you're trying to like navigate through the trees. Trees are like the opposite of the ocean. There's no trees.
And it's so strange. It doesn't move beneath your feet. How do you get? I still haven't gotten used to it after years here.
Man, that's a weird complaint.
Oh, you should know. My first month on land, I couldn't get to sleep. I missed the rocking, the back and the forth, and the back and the forth.
Do you want me to get you? You want me to get you a big cradle and I can rock you to sleep?
No, it might have been useful before, but now it's okay. Okay. As long as it's not in a tiny space, I sleep
okay.
fine.
That's good.
Do we encounter like the same sign on the tree when we're like carving it, and we say, "Wait a minute, wait a minute"?
Yeah.
We left
Basically.
that exact same. Coraline, you know where we're going?
I wanted to double back to make sure our trail was free of followers. It's fine.
Definitely.
So we should go this way.
I trust you. I know you know what you're doing.
For most of his day, Coraline will lead you through tree after tree, which you guys have basically marked already.
Hey, Coraline, do you want to take a break from leading? Maybe it's probably getting really tough, right? Like maybe you want to take a break. Someone else can do it.
It's like, 1 in the afternoon. You guys have stopped for lunch. When you guys, it's like just eating some of the rations you have. How many rations do you guys even have left?
If I remembered, it was 7, right?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
So we're down to 3.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Let me update the party sheet then.
Could we hunt instead of eating rations? Because,
Well, I know you don't have a survival proficiency. Is anyone survival proficient? Uh-oh. Pulling you guys in a crash with all of your food getting ejected from the airship or being set on fire.
Oh, sure.
No.
Blame the mechanic. I mean, yes, he did a bad job, but what are you gonna do?
Shall we roll without a proficiency?
For what?
I mean, it can't hurt. We might as well. I will also try to hunt as well with you.
I didn't ask for any survival checks, guys.
Oh, okay. Well then,
Yeah.
ignore those 3 that we've rolled right now that are horrible.
I mean, that's exactly what was gonna happen no matter what, right? Like, you start foraging through the woods as, like, city slickers and a person from the literal ocean. And you're like, hey, can we eat this tree bark? And one of you's like, yeah, of course, duh. And then, someone, like, puts it in their mouth and then, like, spits it out. Because, hey, you can't eat tree bark. Hey, Devin18. Devin K18. Thanks for a tier 1 subscription, buddy. I'm doing callouts now. Igor is, in fact, the most evil and vile monster we've yet to see. Nah. Anyway.
Do you think we can get there and get back by the time we eat 3 more rations?
I'm confident we cannot. We have no rations, and what we do here
Hey,
is
never say never.
I'm just saying facts, guys. Like, whoa, things are not looking good.
Another
what
half
we really
day
need
won't.
to do is figure out how to get back to Dolst after this.
I think we are closer to Alcazar. I hear it's nice there.
Yeah, Alcazan. Yeah.
Never been.
There's some history over there. I'm not too sure I'm welcome back. And I kind of tug on my collar with my spacesuit collar like this. You know, a small, matter with some birds. You know how it is. Birds.
Yes, if things get really rough, worst case we can find some animal to eat. And Coraline looks at Paradigm's horse half.
Paradigm is not ready to become a satyr yet, so he's gonna he's gonna choose to remain as a centaur.
This is very, very unfortunate situation we find ourselves in.
Isn't it? Yeah. Sean's been rolling his random encounters, but I'm like hitting the extremes here of literally nothing, and then, fucking +2 magical bullshit in a submerged, obelisk.
Alright. Lunch. Maybe we should keep going.
Yeah, maybe the fort will have some supplies. Perhaps the people there will give them up.
Sure. But,
Who's going to be leading the second half of his journey?
Well, apparently not me. I've been rolling ones like every second roll.
Can I give that a shot? What would it be? Perception? Would it be?
It would just be a flat perception check. You guys aren't survival proficient. 11. Okay. All right. John looks at what the dice tell him to say. All right. While stumbling after Antoine, who is unaffected currently by all the twigs and branches, he's no longer wearing shoes. He's wearing this weird padded foot thing that just covers most of his entire body. Antoine will lead you to a hill. As you guys climb up to get a better sense of your position, you will look over part of the lower canopy, and maybe a mile or so away from you, you all will see a stone tower. Or at least what used to be a tower. Sort of obscured by the canopy, but you see it for sure. It is to your... Alright, now, John, you guys literally just went in random-ass directions. It is to your south, by southwest. So.
Alright.
Is that where you head?
Yes. This looks like an old fortress, an old facility that we were meant to check out. Guys, I think we found it. I don't know. It should be abandoned. Or worm. And I kind of stopped there. Should be there.
Or worm.
Abandoned or worm. What
worm?
have you done to conquer the worm recently? What's anyone really?
At least we've conquered one worm.
But it's not the worm, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what other worm could there be? That was a giant worm.
Yeah.
It was a pretty big worm.
You all can begin moving south by southwest towards these stone towers, if that is what you would, what you wish to do.
We should do this carefully. Try to keep to the trees in case there is someone there.
Sounds good idea. Sounds very good. Keep cover. And also, remember our deal. Veto. Anyone can veto.
Anyone can yell run.
Yeah. No shame in that. So.
All right.
We press on, but we keep to the trees to keep cover, as long as cover exists. That is.
All right.
John.
I was adding more stuff to the bot in case, you guys traverse tree from tree, and we want to go stealthy-like? Sneaky-beaky-like?
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
everyone, please give me your best stealth check as I roll for Paradigm.
Not bad.
Who's got like a
Yeah,
+2.
Paradigm. Excellent stealth.
Oof. Hell, oh yeah, Paradigm actually has pretty decent stealth. Okay. Helga, not so much. Hey, Mr. Wizardry
It's just slow. It's
Power
just
Ranger,
slow.
let's see it.
It's such a big number, it's trying to add it up.
It's true. What should
Press
be like
it again.
a 4?
Maybe it didn't go through.
Oh.
Or...
There
You go.
Okay.
A12. Perfect. You all begin to go through the woods. Helga, what does it look like when you just... What does a 5 stealth roll look like? Are you even trying to hide? Like, what's going on?
I think I think I'm trying, but I'm just kind of stomping through the woods.
Stomp, stomp, stomp. Just snapping branches, just hitting your body into the sides of trees. You jump out.
But in my head, I'm like, this is great. I'm so stealthy.
Yeah, totally. Like you even see a squirrel, which you surprise, or you get surprised by, and you both make a weird rodent noise as it takes off.
Oh, mage hand!
Oh, we could've caught
It's
the
already
squirrel.
gone.
Food.
It's hidden in the undergrowth. You will make it to this tower, but there's something weird about it. First of all, it is like a stone stack. It's not even really a tower. There's no internal structure. There's nothing of the sort. But what you find, maybe 500 or so feet away from it in the forest, parked, is a covered truck. An honest-to-goodness off-road transport vehicle that someone had once taken here. It is rusted looking, so it's been here a little while, but part of its paint is still just like fresh and untainted, unchipped, unweathered. Yeah, that's probably the most noticeable
Anyone want to
thing.
hotwire a car?
You know,
I have proficiency in land vehicles. We can hotwire a car.
I've only seen this once before. This type of thing. Once before. Someone said there was horses in it. But, I you know. John remembers that conversation.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
But does
But,
anybody get the reference? I don't think so. This came like months ago in a one-on-one interview. But
This was Runt and Momo.
nope,
Just 4 of us.
nope, that's not what I'm referring to. Anyway, you guys clearly did not watch the televised one-on-one interviews, so that's fine.
Not all of them.
No,
No
Hey,
idea.
Have you even joined yet? I don't know. I joined late.
true.
No idea what
alrighty.
you're talking about.
You look at this truck thing. This off-road transport vehicle. Empty of people, no signs of life. Next to this weird stone monument.
And it looks like it's been there a while. Like there's grass around it or something like that.
It's been at least a couple months. Maybe more.
That's encouraging, I think. Let's go check it out.
Why
Is
would
it? It
you-
kind of feels like somebody
Yeah.
came here and then died.
And then didn't leave, yes. It sounds like they're still here. They're kind of will always still be here.
I don't know if we have the same definition of encouraging.
Do you prefer that I go check it out myself? And you can stay a little further away and cover me.
Oh, the car? No, I want to go see the car for sure.
Oh, okay. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, I have proficiency in land vehicles. I want to
Yes.
go.
Yes, the tower is a tower of doom, obviously. I was talking about the car.
Yeah, we can drive the car.
I don't know if we can. Let's see first if we can operate. If
Yeah.
it's functional. So let's check out. We go to the car.
Sounds like you go to the car then. As you move away from the stone tower, you guys came from like the northeast, so you like go around the tower. From the front, which you now can clearly see, this stack of stones surrounds a dugout, it looks like. Someone got a bit creative with mold earth and just excavated it a little bit, you know? They loosened up the ground, and there you guys see what appears to be like a well or something. Basically just a dark tunnel that leads into the earth. Kind of like the metal thing you went into, but a bit bigger.
Interesting.
Yeah. As you guys head to this truck, I mean, it's a truck. You're there. It's rusted. It's jank looking. It smells of mildew. Where do you investigate first? There's the covered back
truck
quarter, so like the cargo area.
I
There's the interior of the vehicle itself. So, you know, the cockpit.
I want to go to, like, the driver's seat and see if I can find some keys that maybe someone left in there.
Maybe.
Like, did anyone leave car keys in the car?
I know, I always do it to mine.
Definitely, I always leave my keys in the car.
Unfortunately, there are no keys. Just the untampered, because the windows were rolled up, interior. It's dusty, it's musty, but it is unlocked, which is nice. As though the driver got out before never coming back.
Yeah.
What about the cargo section?
As you go to the cargo section, you guys find weird salvage. Weapons that are far rusty and weathered. This part is not, sealed in any meaningful manner. The back half is just like an open, canvas area. But there is one row of benches on each side of the vehicle itself. So clearly like a transport vehicle for up to maybe a squad of people. So like 8 to 12, creatures of humanoid size could hang out back here. There are small camping supplies too, actually. Small stuff, not like a great big thing. But in the back you will find a crate. Which you guys can pry open. It's not like sealed shut or nailed down or anything. Where you will find basic ration kits. They are called iron rations, but they're literally just like cans of food. These
okay, we will take all of those.
Yeah. There was 3 times... about 32 cans worth of stuff.
So is that 32 rations?
Yes.
Or, yeah, okay.
These massive 2-pound cans of just, random bullshit and soup and stew.
I think we should, camp here, but we don't necessarily need to take anything quite yet.
Yeah, we'll check out the tower and maybe this weird pit thing, and then we'll take some stuff.
I have a feeling the pit's a second entrance to the tower, or maybe a first entrance. Not too sure. Looks like it goes deep. Interesting.
Is there a shield among the rusty weapons?
Yes, actually, there is.
We'll take it.
Not in the best condition, but equivalent to what a turtle used to wear and defend himself with.
So, as good as an old wooden cupboard door.
Yeah. It's a +2, +2 to your AC, like any other.
Sounds good.
Yep. There's some, old-ass long swords. There's even, an empty gun. Just like a lever-action rifle.
Ooh, I will take that.
Okay. You
have
no bullets,
ammunition
but
for
you
it.
got the gun.
Yeah. There's
you
also
can throw
just
it really hard.
Maybe, yeah.
Any more daggers?
No daggers, but there is just scrap metal that has been like hammered together or something. This is, and you know, you're used to the pirate thing. This looks like a scavenging vehicle where a group of scavengers went out to some random place in the woods and just started looting shit and like throwing stuff into the back of this truck. It's not great stuff, but you know, cheap, poor scavengers could sell it for scrap metal.
I have a feeling we'll find whoever owned or used to own this vehicle, probably inside somewhere, and probably with the
Maybe
keys.
they have the keys.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But unfortunately, it would require us to also go there and maybe find them and what happened to them.
Yes, but is there any fuel in the truck? I hear the land ships need something other than wind to move.
True. All true.
Yes,
I
we
don't
will
know
keep
if we
it.
can check. I don't know if we can check the gas until we can turn the car on.
Is there a manual like gas thing that just stops on full, or does it always just? Is it like?
You can.
Sometimes it's just, you know.
What?
Is there the gauge, the fuel gauge? Does it automatically when the car's powered down go to 0, or does it just stop at?
Oh,
0?
you're talking about the console. Are you vehicle proficient? Who's vehicle proficient? Somebody said that.
I am. No,
Yeah,
Okay.
I am.
I'm water vehicle proficient.
I am land vehicle proficient.
Oh, together you guys can make a weird flying car one day. Or water car.
Oh, we tried, but our mechanic made us
Yeah.
crash.
Okay, so what Antoine needs is flying vehicle proficiency, and then you guys will be like the ensemble cast no matter what terrain you're in.
Perfect.
You can go to... Well, you can go to the fucking hood of the vehicle and... Or not the hood. That'd be checking the oil. You can go to the fuel tank, find the, you know, line pump, and just fucking... Never mind. You can tell this vehicle does have fuel in
I go
it.
see.
You are vehicle
Okay.
proficient. You don't need to turn it on just to...
I don't know.
It's okay.
Helga's vehicle proficient. I am not.
I get you.
So do we have to go? You want to turn that on? Yes.
Yeah, we need the keys. Well, maybe I could hotwire it, but let's try and find the keys first.
You know, I have a way with locks that need keys without the keys. Let me try.
I don't.
You also said
know
you
if
had
you
a
can
way with
pick a
flying
lock.
stuff, and you
I don't know
also
if you
said
can
you
pick a
know.
lock on a car.
I don't know.
You
Is that how it
somehow-
works? What will it
I
hurt
think
to
that's how
try?
car... I think that's
This
how
car
ignitions
cannot fall out
work.
of the sky.
I think
mean,
I
sure.
trust Helga's. I think I trust Helga's idea. Let's first look for keys.
I mean, it's not gonna hurt to try. I won't stop you from trying to pick the car. I don't know.
It's not how
I
this
will
stuff
try
works.
to pick the ignition to turn it.
John, I stick my lockpick in my car ignition. What happens?
What?
Oh, let's go
Boosters
find
use
out.
a
I'm gonna go
screwdriver
out to
sometime.
my car, just grab a screwdriver and a little hook, just shove it in there and see what fucking goes down. Yeah, it's not a lock. You can't pick the lock of the ignition key. What?
That's what I.
When you hotwire a car, you go and fucking fuck with the wires to get it to act. You don't act. Well, unless you're my friend, in which case you just bring a screwdriver and just fucking turn your car on with a goddamn screwdriver.
There are screwdrivers in the Thieves' Toolkit.
Maybe you can.
All right,
Brood,
we'll,
get me some video of someone lock-picking their ignition switch. I would love to see that.
So, if there's no keys here, we go to the dugouts and then the Tower of Doom?
Sounds good.
Called the
This is-
Tower of Niceness. I like that better. Tower of Niceness. This sounds.
Let's be optimistic.
Yes, the Wizard of Optimism has a point. We should call it the Tower of Niceness.
That sounds. Oh, I feel better already. Tower of Niceness.
All right.
So
you
we
head to the
we
hole
take a
in the
look-
ground.
Take a look at the hole.
Yeah.
It's rather large. It's 15 feet across, so 15-foot diameter. It's paved all the way down, and it goes beyond anyone's dark vision.
Just dancing lights, and
You throw the dancing
move them
lights.
down.
It's possible to fuck... Devin, link me this shit. Oh my god, hang on.
The ignition
wow.
switch, I didn't have to use any key to get this out, and this here is the steering lock. So now
Can
the
we
steering
do
wheel is
it?
completely unlocked.
Oh yeah, my
and I
friend
can
did
start
this
the
with
vehicle
his
using a
own
screwdriver.
jalopy-ass car. Yeah. This is how he turned on his car.
And I'm able to turn
I mean, I
the
wouldn't
steering
worry
wheel
about it. The
freely.
way I've been rolling today, it'll be a 1.
Yeah, it's all good. If anyone's interested in a copy of the Anarchist Cookbook, I also have... the stream got to hear the fucking video audio, too. They didn't get to see the video, but at least they heard that. This hole is now illuminated with dancing lights. You concentrating on it. Get wrecked, rumble, roar, I'm sorry.
Sorry, John. This is it's a tunnel that goes down rather than a well that goes like straight down, right?
No, it's a well that goes straight down, yeah.
Oh, okay.
oh, it's down, straight down. Okay.
Straight
And,
down.
and didn't you say there was a dugout where somebody looked like they were staying nearby?
Yeah.
Let's go check that out first.
It's somewhat
Yeah.
sloped in a little bit. So the fun fact about Mold Earth is this game is not fucking Minecraft. It doesn't just move a cube and just... It literally just unsoils it. So what this person seemingly was trying to do was even out part of the subterranean well that was covered by earth. So now, like, a section of this well is, like, clear and visible. There's no tools or anything next to it. But apparently they were trying to get to, like, an even level with the well rather than just, you know, fucking falling straight down. They wanted to get, like, a lip on it. Maybe this person planned to, like, break the well wall open or do something on that front, but I mean, Mold Earth isn't a perfect spell.
But no bodies or anything like that?
Nope.
And the
It's like a-
dugout place just stops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like somebody casted...
Should we drop?
Somebody casted Mold Earth once to get access to the, like, second layer of this well. It's not, like, that big of a thing.
Should we drop something down the well to see if there's water at the bottom? And if there is, should we just jump in?
Well, Dancing
Oh,
Lights
that
can
sounds-
illuminate the entire thing. Which
Well-
Antoine
Oh, is
does.
there a bunch of water down there?
There's not, no.
Oh, then I don't want to jump.
It is dry.
Underground again.
It is
I
a
don't want us to-
Yeah, your
60-foot-ish
favorite.
tunnel.
How large is the hole? Like, how large is that even hole? Like,
15-foot wide stone cylinder that goes roughly 60 to 70 feet downwards.
15 foot wide.
Did the truck have any ropes that would be in good condition?
Yes.
All
They
right.
had 200 feet of, like, one solid rope. More like a wire, really. It's not even, like, real rope.
So it's like the equivalent of 4 50-footers for weight and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we attach the rope to the frame of the car and throw the other end of the rope down the well.
Yeah, it seems like they were also doing something similar. It's already the wire rope rather than, like, rope. So, just the wire coil can indeed do this.
Is it difficult to climb down if it's wire?
Kinda.
Can we tie like knots every so often or something to make it easier?
Due to the fact that it's like wire, not really. Rope is really good because, you know, it's elastic. You can fuck with it at any odd point. But it looks like they were trying to jury-rig a dissension system without truly knowing what they were doing.
Okay.
I think you guys had like a 50-foot coil, no?
I have a rope.
Didn't we lose
I
it?
have a rope.
Oh, well, just
John
tie
said
that
we
rope to
lost
the
it,
wire,
but then
right?
he reversed that decision.
Yeah, if it was on the backpack that survived, he would have had the rope.
Because we were talking about tying Coraline up, and John reversed it. Said, no, you have the rope, but not the silk rope. So we have the 50-foot rope.
Cool, let's use that.
Yeah. So I tie the rope to the frame and toss the other end down the well.
Easy.
Can we just use the rope to, like, on the end of the wire so that the wire goes from the truck, like, tied to the truck to the well, and then from the well down is the rope so it's easier to climb?
Yeah.
I mean, that
Totally.
sounds perfectly fine. Yeah, that's the way we'll be interacting it.
If
So
you
we
don't want to make a
interact with only the rope.
15-foot vertical jump to get out of this well, you know, that's probably the best thing to do. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
So theoretically, could just cast levitate.
In theory.
Yeah, if you sleep down there for a week.
No, I have levitate. I have levitate. Paradigm theoretically could cast spider climb, but he's not coming down with us.
Not right now.
He'll be staying.
He'll guard the car.
Yeah, he'll be staying.
That
Yeah,
being
he can
said,
stay with the car.
Just
we
in case,
have roughly an hour left, and we don't know how big John's dungeon is. What's like the plan here? Are we going full fucking excavator mode, or are we calling it like? I mean, you guys were just here to scout it out to see if anyone was here, right?
Well, we need the keys.
Okay.
Yeah, we need the keys because we don't have another way to get out.
I am good with, taking a very shallow dip until Paradigm gets his senses back, and theoretically at some time.
Well,
Paradigm
Paradigm's coming with you some way or form, whether he's lowering himself into this pit or not. If you guys are going down there.
Well, he would have spider climb from his arcane recovery stuff, at worst case.
True. If
So
only
if we
he got
can-
his short rest off earlier, because he doesn't have a sleeping bag.
Oh, were there any
I
sweet
could
sleeping
let
bags
him
in the
use
truck?
mine.
No, there were not.
I didn't take a short rest, so I let him use mine.
Oh, okay.
A
Understood.
horse in a sleeping bag. That is amazing.
Just like,
But,
breaks his back.
The way he uses it is you just drape the bedroll on top of him like a horse
Okay.
blanket.
Of course. We all know horses sleep standing up, right? So,
All right. I don't want to go here, but maybe I'll go first and see what's there, and then quickly come back. How's that?
yeah, sure, you can go down there, but you'll need a way to see. Can you see?
I can see in the dark. Yes.
And-
You can just yell at us if you want us to come down. Also, like you can go down there, and if you want us to come down, you can just yell.
I don't think we should yell around the Tower of Doom. I mean, the Tower of Happiness.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. Maybe not.
It was niceness, but I'm in favor of checking it out, just not too deeply. Like when we run into
Yeah,
something.
we'll just go
where
see what's right there.
You'd like to
Okay.
go first.
I would not like to go first, but I think I should go first.
Coraline, you can descend into the well.
I will descend.
You descend 65 feet-ish, and soon find yourself facing a dark tunnel that stretches beyond your dark vision into this hill.
I will quietly go exploring.
All right. I bust out my map, I guess.
Keeping an eye out for any dangers.
Yep.
Corpses. Keys. Corpses with keys.
You're going stealthy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you give me a stealth
Apparently
check?
not that stealthy. I got 12.
You splash in some of the rainwater going on your way. Going along your business. Entrance. There we go. The ground beneath you is mud, and then it quickly turns into stone. It echoes a little bit with every one of your steps. There is a small wind that blows through as well. As John changes the music, you get maybe around 45 feet in when a noise catches your attention somewhere ahead of you. It echoes, but it is clearly the sound of metal hitting rock.
Like digging or scraping by?
Give me a perception check at disadvantage.
11.
11. It's hard to tell. It's not rhythmic, but every so often you'll hear it again. It's kind of heavy. There's a weight to it. With every single time you hear this noise, you'll like hear the crash or the slam or the metal hitting something stone far away from you, echoing in these tunnels. And then a few seconds will pass. Nothing will happen. You'll take a few more steps, getting a little bit closer in, and then you'll hear it again. And then, like, 2 seconds will pass after that, and you'll hear it again. This weighty metal crash somewhere ahead of you.
But you're saying it's not regular?
It is not regular. It is erratic. But you do hear it. Occasionally.
Does it seem like it's moving, or does it seem like it's coming from the same spot, give or take?
You are unable to discern that.
Okay. I've gone about 50, 60 feet from the entrance, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna head back. I'll climb up the rope and tell them. I went about 60 feet and I heard some metal crashing on rock. Not like digging, I don't think, but occasional. What do you think? Should we keep looking?
I think we should go. And I climb down. I cast
You cast something?
the dancing lights.
Okay, cool.
So I can see.
Yep.
I can't see.
I follow him down, so I go as well.
I will follow them.
Alright. Somehow Paradigm lowers himself into this hole, or has you guys make some weird fucking rope thing that allows him to go down as well.
We tie the rope around him and just lower him in.
The tunnel is only big enough for one humanoid to walk through it at a time, meaning I need your marching order.
Good.
Well, Paradigm's in front, obviously.
Alright, Paradigm goes in front and none of you can get past him. And we're going to call it...
That works for me.
Could I
He does not move. You can't move him. He's now just an error code just in the game. It's like, you have fucked up your party's marching order. You are trapped here for a week.
With the lights, I think we will be seeing quite far away.
I could send the lights, I believe, 60
If only
feet
you
ahead
had
of me.
night vision goggles or something.
Oh, you're right. I do have night vision goggles.
Do you really?
Yeah.
We all had it. I mean, I mean, so I canceled dancing lights and I put on my night vision goggles.
How much better?
The green
Yeah.
of your vision is off-putting at first, but then you can see 60 feet ahead of you.
Should I go ahead again, so we can get out of here faster?
Rumble roars like, these guys
If
have
you
everything.
want to.
It's the, what do you call it? The Eyes of Dusk? What's the fucking...
Goggles of night.
Goggles of Night,
Yeah.
thank you. A simple, replicatable item. So, Coraline in front,
Yep.
followed by... Angela.
I'll follow.
Alright.
I'll go.
CHAP.
Coraline has her shield out, but but the other hand is free.
Okay, cool. Getting ready to cast Mage Hand, I see.
Actually, no, yeah, there's a verbal component on that.
You
Unseen
journey.
servant.
You travel through this
Send
tunnel.
unseen servant.
It goes for a solid 200 feet in a straight line, and then quickly becomes a cross section. So behind you is your entrance, the way you descended here. John's looking for better music. He can't find any. And then to your left, you can see cobble networks. Well, I guess the entire hallway you are in now is made out of cobble. To your left, there is a hallway. To your right, there is a hallway. And to your front, there is another path. All of it stone. This opens up wider, so now there's like a 10-foot or so gap, so two medium-sized creatures could walk abreast here. The walls themselves are undecorated currently, but someone at one point or another built this place.
Is there any sign? No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, has there been any like forks in the road or anything like that, so we would know exactly how to leave? Or nothing to confuse us, right?
I mean, you're at a cross section, right?
Okay. I just want to make a note of which way we go when we hit every cross sections.
Well, you better start drawing your own directions here, boss. Because John has a physical map in his lap, which he is looking at.
I want to make it apparent that this is what Anshua is doing.
All right.
Are there any signs, like from the mud we were tracking, that somebody else would have taken one path or the other from the well?
Give me a perception check. Again, at disadvantage.
Aw.
Rip. Get right. You do not see any telltale signs of someone moving through here.
Can we tell at this point which direction the metal crashing is coming from?
Every so often, you will just hear it echo off the walls. You're not sure which direction it is.
Which way do you want to go? Left, right, straight?
I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 3. Pick one. That'll tell us which way to go.
3.
Okay, let's go to the right. That's what it was.
Uh-oh. You start to head right. My more experienced adventurers are screaming out, John, no, don't let them go right. But you head right.
Oh no.
As you guys continue to hear the echoing crash of metal on stone, separated by just different intervals, different times, seeming at random moments, you will begin heading down the right hallway. Does anyone change the formation? Is anyone standing side by side instead of behind anyone?
No, I think the wizard should stay behind with Helga.
Okay. Ah, fuck, am I falling asleep? Did the Benadryl finally kick in? It might have. You head right, and on the wall to your left now, you will quickly determine that this place is a catacombs, where you will come across the first body. It's mummified, its skin tightly clings to its bone, but it is mostly skeletal, laying within the wall.
Oh, so it's not on the ground, it's like inside an alcove or something?
Yep. Displayed, open in the air.
Maybe we should go back the other way.
Do we see anything else ahead in the 60 feet or so? Or is it just more hall?
More hallway. Your right has no alcoves where bodies are, but on your left, facing more inward towards the hill, you will find more of these alcoves resting about 2 to 3 feet off the floor itself, where undead, or not undead, but the dead, lay. The undead was the doomsday group.
I suggest we nope our ways out of here, and I start backing.
Yeah, we should go check out the other two, but I have to think that the weapons they found were probably buried with them. Maybe, so this could be the most likely place that the keys are. But yes, let's go check out the other two paths first.
Alright, you get back to that little cross section. You are now...
We shall go left.
So, when you say left, so you went down the right hallway, then you turn back around, so your left is now where you originally came from.
Well, no, well then we'll go
let's
straight.
Go straight.
Okay, you go straight instead, ignoring the new
Which was
right
the original
path.
left.
Alright, cool.
Hold on, guys. Let's reorient ourselves. We can't.
No, they're right. Yeah, I'm following you.
Going from the well, and then I think you'd have to look. We went right.
Yes.
And now we're going that way.
Got you. Thank you very much.
Original left, also known as straight.
Yeah.
You head forward.
OG left.
It stretches onwards. After about 30 feet to your right now, in the inward-facing wall, you find some more of these little beds where the dead rest.
There's gonna be bodies everywhere.
Oh, this is
The voice of Gimli asks, "This is no fort, this is a tomb!"
Any sign of the bodies being disturbed?
Give me an investigation check as you begin to touch and investigate the body. Looking for signs of disturbation. You know, some of these, like, the basically naked ones, the ones missing shirts of any kind or any adornments, have grooves within their, like, skin, their dried, mummified flesh, where something must have rested for an untold amount of time.
So probably some of the stuff that was taken.
Yeah, probably.
Well, we might be on the right track here. Do you want to check the other path?
At least we know taking stuff doesn't make them come to life and kill you.
What's that? Dead alive? Helga, why would you say that? Why would you say such a thing? That's a horrible thought.
Well, Helga's thinking back to the episode of Castle Power during the, like, Undead War season, like, where the hero boy, goes and fights an undead army with his fucking best friends and his girlfriend. Remember that season of Castle Power, Antoine?
It was great.
It was right before the season with the robots and shit. It was super dope.
Yeah, I mean, clearly taking stuff from the dead bodies does not make them come back to life and kill you.
Castle Power. What a stupid fucking name.
Dead should stay dead. One rule.
Yeah, they should.
Except for Necri.
You're right.
Except for Necri.
Necri was cool.
I don't know who that
Necri
is.
was cool.
Helga's just like, what do you mean that you met a talking corpse before? What? Paradigm just like starts messing
and you
with
carry
Necri's
his head.
jaw. It's like, hi Helga, my name's Necri.
Oh my God. Helga's not into it. She does not like that at all.
I haven't sealed his mouth shut yet. I'm gonna put a crystal in here and use him as my arcane focus.
Okay. We need to be serious. This is dangerous. Let's go back and check.
Be serious, Necri.
Let's go back and check the left path from our direction, which was original straight.
OG straight. OG straight.
You guys want to go down the OG straight path?
Yeah.
As we
Perfect.
should have always. So it
You-
should have been the first choice.
I
You go
numbered
down
them
the
in my head
OG
and you picked
straight,
3.
now known as the new left, and you go about 15 feet before you realize that the OG straight leads into more hallways. To your left, your right, and your straight. Due to
Oh
the
my
perspective
God.
game that we were playing here.
So it's like
You'll
rows of
notice.
hallways.
Yeah, like
Or
a
at least-
cross-stitch pattern.
Okay.
Also, on the sides of these walls, acting as support columns facing each other, are stone statues. They stand about 6.5 feet tall. They go all the way to the ceiling, which, now that you guys are looking up, paying attention to your surroundings a little bit, isn't that huge. You are not in like a multi-layered... you are not in a grand open tomb, is what I'm trying to say. It's rather claustrophobic in here.
Are there any keys on the ground?
You don't see
No bodies, no keys, or not.
No fresher
mummified
bodies.
There is
yes.
that weird erratic sound of metal hitting stone, though. Maybe that's something.
And still no idea where that's coming from?
Are metal. Keys are made of metal.
Oh, you know, look
Definitely.
at that. Puzzle solved, right?
Definitely something to look into. I just wish
Yeah.
I had more area of effect spells. There's something about, like, you know, an area effect spell with.
Antoine is so fucking freaked out. He's just sweating behind the goggles. There's just this weird smell coming off of him now because his like neck down is just sealed, vacuum sealed. So the sweat's like being collected within that layer of the fucking dry suit.
I'm like, guys, we should burn our dead or send them off into like the sea. Like this is why are you guys
Into the
keeping
sea?
dead?
Oh. Do you know, we swim through that. How would you like it if your kids were
Corleen,
playing in the
fish
backyard and all of a
eat
sudden
ashes
there's a
all the
body
time.
that falls from the ground?
What is with you what is with you non-islanders, mainlanders, and you're keeping your dead around? Like, I don't understand it. See. You know? See. There you go.
Mo Capuni roleplay is real and true, accurate.
We will deal with this later. I think I'll go ahead, see how far this goes, and then maybe we call it a day. Do you think, Helga, do you think you can turn on the car without the keys?
I can try. Hurt to try.
Okay.
Corleen, you step ahead.
Stay here for a second. I will try to go stealthily.
All right. What was your previous stealth roll? 12?
Well,
All right. Nothing dramatically changed to make you do a new stealth check. So you go up ahead. Your footsteps are quiet, and the team watches you 60 feet away, which, surprise, surprise, leads you to 2 more left and right hallways, or I guess 1 more, another row of these hallways. With your dark vision, in this dim light, you can see more of these bodies interred, lacking anything cool or dope. And then you get about, so total distance traveled was 15. Then you move 60. Okay, so my math is still good. And then you step about 30 feet. You're not into the next set of hallways yet, or the next rows, but you can see at the edge of your dark vision, there is a set of double doors that have been smashed open.
From which side?
Not your side.
So was it something came out?
No, they're facing away from you. So it means something broke in.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Is something from my side going in, or something in from the other side coming out? So it's my side coming in?
No, it's your side pushing down a set of doors.
Okay. I'll go back to the group and let them know. There's a set of doors up ahead.
While you were there, which, you know...
Oh, sorry.
Fuck you. Now, JC jumping the gun. He's like, I see the doors. I turn back immediately.
Doors are bad, man.
The echoing had never been louder until that moment. You were very, very certain whatever is hitting stone is in that room.
Yeah, I'll definitely go back
cool.
to the others and let them know.
You travel your total of like 75 feet. And now you're back. Antoine is freaking out. Paradigm is still mimicking. Yeah, I'm Necri. I belong here.
What do you
really
think?
Grisly.
There's a lot of noise, but it looks like they might have gone there.
I think we might. Maybe we should check it out. I don't want to say that, but I think we should.
I think it's a very, very bad idea to check it out, but you know what? We'd be doing our jobs to do that. It's what we were sent here to do.
Oh, okay, come a little closer, just in case, but try to be quiet and give me a little space.
Okay.
So I'll have them hang back maybe 30 feet.
All right.
And before we go, I will cast Mage Hands.
Ooh, you're concentrating on an invisible hand you can't see. Got it.
Just in case there's keys just out of reach.
Just to grab it.
Alright,
and
so
yeah,
you guys
I'll
moved up to that, the double doors?
Well, I'll have them hang back about 30 feet, and then I'm gonna go up to the doors.
So, in this hallway, you were trapped in, having passed 2 other of those right and left leading rows. Unsure where they're going, but seeing the dead Antoine, Helga, Paradigm, I'd ask him if he was here. Is there anything you two specifically are doing as Coraline begins moving up to the edge of your dark vision?
Imagine somebody who is absolutely terrified, like kind of like a Scooby-Doo type thing, you know, like ghost type stuff. This is him looking it around and like, good Lord.
Is anybody casting mage armor? Paradigm cast mage armor.
Oh God, mage armor. Yes.
All right, there you go. I knew you forgot it. Like, man, I got him to go into an actual dungeon where there's a shitload of fucking dead people, and he still hasn't casted a single spell. It's been a little while, I suppose.
Cast mage armor.
Is anyone doing any prep spells or other bullshit I should know about?
I'll cast Armor of Agathis.
All right. You have a Armor of Agathis. Please denote that somewhere on your character sheet. Perfect.
Yeah.
Like give yourself 10 health or whatever. You only have second levels still, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Just checking. Coraline, you approach these double doors that have been knocked over. And it is kind of weird at what you're looking at. Because there is a stone sarcophagus laying on the ground. But that isn't what interests you. What interests you is at the other end of this small room. This is like a 15-foot cube, basically, that you are in. There's been a hole dug out. That is roughly 6 feet tall. Like 4 feet wide. Man-shaped. Curved. And somebody's dug. Seemingly by hand.
Yeah, sorry, in a wall or in the floor?
In a wall. Like on the back end of a wall. So at the other end of this room, beyond the sarcophagus, which is untouched currently, you're standing at the doors. You're like at the very entrance of this 15-foot cubic room. And then at the end of that 15 feet, there's a man-sized hole that just goes beyond your dark vision for a little bit.
Okay. These doors, what do they look like? They were like crowbarred open, or like Colossus running through it and busting it down?
They are not attached to their hinges, but the middle section of the door, just looking at them, where handles would be pulled or put or installed, are just ripped out entirely. It looks like somebody broke the locking mechanism and then just fucking knocked over the hinges. Or knocked over the doors entirely. Then again, so you're probably in a very ancient ruin, and these things are made out of, like, petrified wood.
And the noise is coming from down that hole, I'm assuming.
Yes. Loud, clacking metal against stone.
I'll make
and there
let
are
my mate.
No keys in here.
There's no people in here.
There's no keys in here.
I'll let my hand become visible. Go up to them and do this.
Okay.
I
And
don't know
I'll
if you
slowly
can do that. Can you choose when it's invisible, or is it just always invisible?
Let me check.
Because there's this like sorcerer that gets mage hand for free, or no, there's telekinesis.
It says you can make the spectral hand invisible.
Okay, cool, dope. Yeah, there's a feat called like telekinesis where you just get an invisible mage hand, and you don't get to choose. So, good. You can make it visible. You guys see the spectral hand beckon you closer. It's a ghost! Oh shit, Antoine, what are you doing?
I'm a box.
All right.
We'll move up a little more.
You're going in the room?
Yeah.
All right. You are in the room now. The others are at the entranceway. Coraline, there's this man-shaped hole. What are you doing?
I will go towards the man-shaped hole.
But
does the sarcophagus look like it was opened?
It is closed currently.
Okay, and it's not damaged in an obvious way.
Nope.
Okay,
There's
I will
some
leave
writing
it.
on it,
That's for the wizards.
Open it.
Ooh, writing, you say?
Open it.
As I hear whispering from behind.
Open it. Go read it. Go read it.
I can't read this stuff.
No, he can read it.
Here's a question. Do I recognize
voices
the writing?
echo.
What? Nice. Thanks. I'm trying to look exactly what languages I know. I know one language.
Hey, guess what? Languages don't matter, because guess what? You can't read this language. It is an ancient, unknown, pre-modern common language. It's like you're looking at Egyptian in real life, bro. Hieroglyphs.
Well, the bird means bird. The egg means egg.
There's like people going like this, you know?
Yeah, that means walking.
Yeah.
Sorry. You do not recognize this language, no.
All right, I'm gonna go another.
I'll go about 50 feet ahead, but be careful.
I have a feeling.
I'll keep going through the man-sized hole.
You do not travel that far. 20 feet later. So, 55 feet away from your friend. No, 35 feet away from your friends. You are staring at what appears to be a cavern, Coraline. An underground cavern. Like a chasm, a fissure within the earth that is buried underneath this hill. And that is upsetting, first of all, because, let's be real, dungeons are not supposed to become, natural. That's scary. But there is a small drop-off of about 5 feet to a ledge, which you can clearly see people have been through. And as you stick your head left and right, you see that there is some sort of operation here where humanoid figures in total darkness, their frames just barely silhouettes on your vision, maybe 4 of them in total that you can see on separate sides of these of the chasm. So 2 are on your side, 2 are across this 12-foot gap or so that you can see. They're mining erratically. They're shaped tools that you can somewhat see just due to the fact that you're a fucking elf or whatever. Slap the wall. They slap the wall. Slap it hard. Stones fall deeper into this chasm, into this pit. And then, kind of just on the wall next to you, that you didn't really pick up since your passive perception is... What's your passive?
12.
Yeah, okay, definitely then. A little, just, movement catches your eye. And you look to your direct left, and there is maybe 1.5 inches long, half an inch wide. There is a leech slithering down this cold stone wall.
I will back away.
You begin to back away. And a voice, or perhaps your own voice, asks you a question, Coraline. Can you guess what that question is?
What have you done to conquer the worm?
Yes. And with that, we're going to end for today, since we're over our 3-hour period. Next time, we may go a little bit longer, depending on what the party decides to do next.
I think we're getting out of here.
I want to know what's going on, though. I want to know so badly.
That's for the raiding team to get killed for.
That's fair enough.
You have no faith in them.
Well then, guys, next time you see me, it will be Monday, where the raid team fights the boss at the end of the Alkazenian dungeon, which is below in a dope-ass, nonsensical jungle maze, which should not exist. Yeah, that was a bullet you 4 dodged, by the way. You guys would have been so fucked. Oh, I'm so glad. Like, John, I want to investigate this clearly, fucked with wall that's invisible and holding, the secrets to my demise. It's like, nope, you guys just hung out in that room for, 7 days without any care at all. That was some good shit on your part.
It was none of my business.
It's like, oh. Anyway, then on Thursday, the Discovery team goes back to Tulst. So maybe the calendar will align and we can do a cross-party mini session or whatever. On the 18th of Friday, I will be on Greg Hansen's stream, everybody, playing as Creature, the Gollum-esque druid who is going to profit off of his party members' demise. All right, everybody, have a wonderful afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are, unless it's morning for you, in which case, fuck off. Go do other stuff. Guys, any shout-outs? Anything you want to say? Temer, where can we find you? Are you going to be on Greg's, too, soon?
Eventually, it's some days. I think the 10th and 20th. I'm not entirely sure on those dates, but everyone should just, watch Greg's thing, because it's pretty awesome. And John's 2 episodes before were they were very, very skilled. Strangely.
I'm a good role player. I'm so good at Dungeons and Dragons, everybody. Look at me. Alright, guys. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Don't die. Unless Coraline... I know Coraline's doing a project. Where can we find your blog, Coraline?
Right now it's on my local host on my computer and nowhere else.
Helga, where can we find those eels at? I want to know where I can question some eels about how many of them there are in a stream.
Yeah, well, you'll have to come to Nova Scotia, so...
Alright, fuck that. That place is a nightmare with fucking Wendigos. I'm not dealing with that shit.
Best province, Nova Scotia.
If you say so.
It's a great province. Great province.
Imagine having provinces. Alright, everybody, this was the Canadian team's foray into hell. We'll see you guys.